welcome everybody to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All, the show that is for fans by the fans. We appreciate each and every single one of you choosing to spend your Friday evening with the C3 Panthers Podcast. If you would like to be a part of the shenanigans that we have going on tonight, you can do so by joining the stream. The link is pinned to the top of the Facebook chat, to the top of the YouTube chat. Join via Streamyard and be a part of this incredible Panthers conversation that we're getting ready to have. Pickle wants to know if anyone is here, but I want to know, Pickle, are you here? Are you ready to tell somebody to shut the hell up on another free-for-all Friday?
You damn right I am. Let me tell you something. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning.
Don't lie, you was up at 3. Don't lie, you was up at 3.
Well, okay. I was awake at 3:30, but I wasn't up yet.
Group chat going crazy at 6 a.m.
It takes, yeah, man. I was in there chatting to myself, blowing, and G-Baby popped in, and I destroyed him. And then Cole comes crying in later. Y'all woke me up, poor little crybaby.
Motherfuckers did wake me up.
Well, I can't help it. You don't know where the silent button on your phone is.
It's all right. Nah, I already told you to do it. I can't snooze it, baby. I cannot snooze that chat room's notifications. I'm in trouble.
Yeah. We haven't even started yet. And there's already chaos on the free-for-all, boys. You know that's how we do it around here. And you know that we would never do this show without my man, the brand ambassador, Diesel Skills. Deez, what's up, brother?
What is good, C3? Back in the saddle. It has been 8 long days since we've had a free-for-all. 8 long days since we've had our Friday free-for-all. Last Thursday, we had a fantastic free-for-all before the July 4th holiday. Another good show on Tuesday with CK and Tony as well. Remember, that's always at 9 p.m. But 8 long days I've waited to come back in here and talk with my Panthers brethren about this team. Training camp's coming up with just a couple weeks away, maybe less than that now. And I'm fired up for these Carolina Panthers in a special way. Because I think back to last year, they talked about it on the Tuesday show about how lowly ranked Chuba Hubbard is and how no one gives him credit for what he does. But that's why he does exactly what he does. That's why he stays after practice. Yep. That's why he is always in the weight room. That's why he's setting the example for all the younger players on the team. That's why the other players look to him to get a training routine in place. That's why he won those games for us that he did last season. I know he had the one fumble that cost us the game, but the other 2 he won in overtime. So we got to give Chuba Hubbard all the credit in the world, and he certainly is not just a top 15 back in the NFL. He's a top 10 back, Cody, and ain't nothing to it but to do it, brother. I'm ready to roll.
Let's roll. I love it. You damn right he's better than top 15, and I hope G-Baby feels disrespected when he hears it, because I mean disrespect. Chuba Hubbard is that dog that the Carolina Panthers need. Next up, you know we got the boy Jake the Snake back in the building. Took a break from all that fishing he'd been doing and decided he was going to come rap on the free-for-all. What's up, Jake?
Oh, you already know it. I'm going to double down on Chuba Hubbard, too. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Yeah.
Running back in the league. I don't give a damn what anybody says. And guess what? We might have a crowded running back room, but he going for 1,000 piece again. I don't care. And guess what? I'm already on my high right now. We're gonna win the division too. NFC South, baby. Guess what? We're gonna sweep the Saints too. I don't give a damn. We're standing on business this year. I'm ready, y'all. Keep pounding.
We are talking division tonight. We are gonna break down the Saints, we're going to break down the Bucs, and we're going to break down them dirty turds, because we got to, man. We have to know who is standing in the way of the Panthers making the playoffs this year. But next up, we got my man, Cole, back in the building. Cole, what's up, dude?
Happy Friday to some of my best friends in the world. Happy Friday, C3 Panthers Nation. Over here pre-gaming already, Cody, having a good time. I'm feeling good on this Friday evening. I would like to say one thing to all of y'all, because I know if you can hear my voice right now, you can relate as a Panthers fan. It is time for us to stop hurting. It's been almost a decade of this hurting without the playoffs. I need it back in my life, and I think it's coming soon, Cody. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir. It's been a decade since the Panthers had that incredible Super Bowl run. 10 years, man. Where does the time go? Well, I can't even tell you, man. But this stuff, let me welcome my man back to the free-for-all wearing that Panthers bucket hat, looking fresh.
Things cool.
Yeah.
Things cold, too.
Man, D-Money back on the free-for-all. What's up, brother?
Yo, what's going on, my C3 family?
Yes, sir.
Yo,
What's
just
up?
happy to be here another Friday. Talk these Panthers, talk the division. You know what I'm talking about. So, yo, happy to be here. Let's get it, baby.
Let's do it. Next up, we got my man who's been bringing the fire past few weeks in a row. My man, my friend, Michael Wydry, back on the free-for-all. What's up, Mike?
What up, boys? I'm glad to be back on the free-for-all. And I'm ready to talk some Panthers football. And I hope that we're ready to fucking dominate this division. And if anybody ain't with us, then get the fuck out of here. Because guess what? If you don't believe in us, then this is my finger to you. Fuck you then.
Oh, he's doing that finger real hard, boys. You already saw it. Next up, we got my man. Check him out. I saw him streaming on YouTube earlier. CPG704. What's up, brother? How are you, man?
What's going on, man? It's good to be back on here. It's been a while.
Yes, sir, man. Happy to have you as always. We got my man back on the show with all the cool tips and tricks when he's not playing Warzone, murking some noobs. He's on here with the mad voice changer, the mad eyeballs. My man, West Justin. What's up, boy?
Hi, how are you? Oh, hi, how are you? Whoopsie.
That actually made it better.
Yeah, that shit is cool as hell.
Hey, West, give me a Precious.
What you mean?
Go back to the voice you were just setting on, and he just wants
And
to
then say my Precious.
Like the horror movie or whatever it was.
It's a
The one
Lord
you
of the
actually-
Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
It's a Lord of the Rings.
Talking about this one?
Yeah, close enough.
Oh.
People like that one.
Yo, Justin's about to have everybody cracking up tonight. This ought to be a
Chaos,
lively
man.
discussion. And bro, we just started. We're already at 10 people, bro. Because last but certainly not least, my dog from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. It's Twan Dawn back in the building. Twan, what's up, brother?
I'm back up in here, man. What's good to everybody?
What
Hope
up, Twan?
everybody's enjoying their
What up,
Friday.
man?
It's the weekend, man. My new leaf this year, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to stop, but definitely leading up to this year, I love Cole's energy. I love Michael Rydrick's energy. I love all the energy. I love D Money's energy. All the people out there that are exploring and telling people, because I'm going through it with other podcasts right now, man. If you come in here with that negativity bullshit at the beginning of the year, before the team even did anything, before they motherfucking dogged people out, before they came out there and dogged out, then you got to start really fucking questioning who the fuck you cheering for. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
You know
Are
what
you a Panthers fan
So
or not?
listen, I'm not dealing with it this evening. So come up in here with that bullshit if you want to. Cody gonna hit the rock on my ass several times tonight.
Hey man, look, we are
That's the
talking.
thing I get for negativity, bro.
Listen, man, that's a great point, man, because we're going to be talking the division and the NFC South today. We're going to be breaking down the Falcons, the Bucs, the Saints, and talking about who is the biggest roadblock in the way of the Panthers winning this division. Before we start, shout out my man, SCS Panthers Boy 803 says, did y'all see the interview with Adam saying the only reason he didn't retire solely because of BY9 and his development period? Keep pounding C3, bro. Every platform is pumped on Bryce Young. All the people that used to tear him down in the mainstream media are all pumping him up. saying that he's going to have an incredible season. I'm here for it. I hope we see it. Boys, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's roll. We're going to jump right into it. Other than, obviously, the Carolina Panthers, who do you think has the best chances in this division to come out on top? Is it the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have now done it 3 years in a row? Is it the Atlanta Falcons, who essentially have Michael Penix showing his first true year as a starter? Or are the old geriatric New Orleans Saints and the old man Cam Jordan, are they going to take their angry pills and come out storming, ready to take the division? Boys, jump on it. Who is the biggest threat to the Carolina Panthers in 2025? Let's have a free-for-all.
Cam Jordan, you better go get your grandma to help your ass. Because that's the only way it's going to. No. Let me back up a little bit. Put your grandma out there. We slap her too. It don't matter.
He said he was going to retire. If they
Slapping
suck
Mamas at 7-12. It ain't even need to come up.
Too damn far.
Falcon fans, sit down. Hey, listen, D-Money, my friend. You remember what Steve Smith said? Steve Smith, it just said, it don't matter. Put your mama up here. I'll beat her like a drum, too. And
Well,
if
he
Steve
did
Smith
say
talk
that.
about his own grandma
He
or
did
his
say
own mama, I can talk about Cam Jordan's grandma. Cam Jordan, where you at? I live in Bristol.
Higher security.
Yeah.
He's
If
going to have to.
GPS can get to Tennessee.
He's going to have to.
my friend,
Nick Scorton
I
and
live in
Prince of
Bristol,
the
Connecticut, man. Come see me.
Who wants to go first?
My name is Tony Dunn, and I challenge you.
Don't do Tony.
Oh,
like
Tampa
that.
Bay. Tampa Bay.
All right, go
Until you
ahead.
put it like this. They've been holding the crown. Till somebody take it from them, it's their division. They don't want it multiple years.
Yeah.
They're still kind of intact. I don't want to say that they better, but they're still kind of intact. They still got their key pieces and so forth. And with the state of those other two franchises or whatever, I think really the fight is us and Tampa Bay, to be quite honest with you, Cody.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with you, man. I agree. I think there's a lot of truth there. They draft the best out of any team in this division. Why wouldn't it be them? Let's go to Cole, then Jake. Cole, who's the biggest obstacle to the Panthers in this NFC South division, and why?
It's a good and a bad thing. It's the usual suspects, Cody. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But and Baker Mayfield is playing better, but we are very, very damn fortunate. That is the best quarterback in this fucking league that we got to chase. And I believe we have a guy that is better than him. So it's time to go ahead and take this shit over to me personally.
Okay. I love the logic. I love the reasoning. Jake, talk to me, man. Who is the biggest obstacle to the Panthers winning the NFC South in this division?
I agree 100% with D-Money. I think it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They won the division 4 years in a row. And, I mean, we had this chart up, what was it, last week, the week before that, about their draft. Like, they've been drafting so damn well. Like, 90% of their stars on defense is, like, people they drafted. It ain't free agents. They draft very well. And I think this year, I think we really starting to get into the, doing the same thing, drafting very well, but we got to get there. But I believe that Tampa Bay is the number one team that we got to worry about, the NFC South. And if we get over that hump, we beat them, then, I mean, it still ain't going to be easy. But, hey, I think we got a chance, y'all.
Hey, Cody.
Yeah.
I got to change my answer, man.
I want to change mine already, too.
All right, but before you do, before you do.
The biggest issue, the biggest opposition for the Carolina Panthers.
Don't say my answer because I've got a feeling.
Ourselves.
It's the Carolina Panthers.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Yes. Ooh. There it is right there.
Not counting the Carolina Panthers in reality. Shout out to Red Swarm in the chat.
Yeah, let me read this donor real quick. It says $4.99. Shout out to our dog, Red Swarm.
Yes,
Red, we're going to be talking about the division today. If you want to jump in, feel free, brother. He says, I think the early season loss of Tristan Wirfs will put the Bucs behind in the NFC South race, and that's a great point.
All three teams need that.
When you lose a player like Tristan Wirfs and how incredible that dude is, that is a major loss for that Tampa defense. It's undeniable.
I personally believe, in reality, not counting ourselves, I think our biggest competition in the South is the Atlanta Falcons. I just do. The Bucs are the Bucs.
Tell me why, Pickle.
Okay, the Bucs. The Bucs have a few good pieces, but without Tristan Wirfs, they're going to struggle a little bit. I believe. I don't think they're elite. It's no secret they've been winning the division, but they haven't been winning it because they're great. They've been winning it because everybody else is bad. Okay,
Thank you.
Start. And with the Saints have gotten old, they're going to have quarterback issues. And listen, we don't know. The Saints could have a good team this year with a good offense with a decent rookie quarterback, but their defense is still old. They've got a lot more holes than even some Saint fans want to admit. And their depth this year was worse than ours was last year. So the Falcons themselves, though, for all the talk that we want to give the Falcons, have been rebuilding in a lot of ways that we have. If Penix goes down, they still have Kirk Cousins as a backup. Okay, their wide receiver core, while I don't know them, they're ranked pretty good. So they've got a decent defense. They got two young edge rushers just like we do. It's going to be a Panthers and the Falcons are going to be a dogfight every time we play. And I think we're going to swap division leads this year and may the best team win. But,
So this chart that Jake was alluding to earlier, this is just how the defenses were built. But you can see on this list that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are drafting their talent. That's why it's not a surprise to anyone that they have been winning the division year after year. Like I said, this is just the defense, and we're going to sort of start with them. But if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are able to repeat again, I don't think any team has ever won the division 4 years in a row, have they? I know the Panthers did it 3. I know the Saints did it 3.
The Saints
Tampa Bay did it.
They won it 4 times in a row.
I think the Saints were the first team to win it 4 times in a row.
Those are some miserable times, then.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, this Tampa team, they have been the biggest roadblock. How are we feeling about Tampa Bay this year? Let me go to my man CPG first. CPG, tell me about Tampa Bay, man. Do you think that they're the biggest roadblock to the Panthers winning the division this year?
I mean, until proven otherwise, I got to say that they're the team we got to beat. But I agree with Pickle. That's what I was going to say, is that they've only been good because the rest of the division has been so bad for so long. And once they get a little bit of competition, because I'm not going to lie to y'all, I might be the only one, but I think Atlanta's right around the corner from figuring it out finally, too. The way that Bryce Young and Michael Penix played each other last year, I think that's the future of the division, man.
Yeah.
Wirfs is going to set Tampa back early on.
Hey, shout out to Carolina Panthers Madden Sims with the $2. Says X-Force. I already know who that is. Shout out my boy Christian. Twan Don, jump in on this conversation, man. Is it still Tampa Bay's division to lose? And by the way, I have the roster up right now so we can look at their offense and their defense if anybody wants to know. But Twan, talk to me, bro. Is this Baker's division until proven otherwise?
Look, man. Look, new slogan. Write it down. Do whatever you got to do. Keep it to your memory. I ain't worried about no Saint.
Woohoo!
Me neither.
I ain't worried about them Saints.
It's absurd. It's absurd to worry about a bird.
I like that. He cooking
all day. It's Carolina or nothing. I ain't scared of none of these motherfuckers, bro.
And
None
fuck
of
a
them.
buck.
None of them. I'm speaking a little emotionally right now.
Do it.
But no, I don't see they not touching us this year, bro. I ain't worried about no damn Saint. It's absurd to be worried about a bird and fuck the Bucs. His Panthers are nothing this year.
Walk on.
Tell them.
So,
Hell, I like that shit.
That makes me
It's
feel great.
absurd to be worried about a bird and
Why?
fuck them Bucs.
Twan got me want to run through a brick wall right now.
and you know we ain't
They
gonna
need to play
worry
that in
about
the locker
them
room.
Saints.
Promise y'all.
Yeah, I forgot that. You're right.
So listen though, let's look at this wide receiver core and sort of talk about how they match up with our defensive backfield. Man, they drafted Emeka Ibuka this year. They retained Chris Godwin, and you know that demon Mike Evans, who does nothing but get 100+ receiving yards every single time he plays us. Oh man, I hate it every single time. Justin, tell me how you think the Panthers can match up with Tampa Bay in 2025, man.
Just keep progressing like we have been, honestly. I feel like it really was all about Canales getting used to being the head guy and calling them plays in certain situations. And now that he kind of has a feel for it, I feel like he'll know what to do against his old team, man. Truthfully, I think we're going to beat them this year, the Bucs. Like, the game last year was the first one they beat our ass, right? The second one was close, or what?
Yeah,
Chuba fumbled in the first one.
Chuba fumbled. Yeah. That was a bad one.
Well,
And
yeah,
then,
little small mistakes cost us both of those games, then, right? I mean, we're already close to beating them already, right?
Yeah,
We faced them kind of early in the season.
Y'all should listen to what Carolina Panthers GM, Hall of Fame GM Bill Polian said. He said if it wasn't, he said he bragged about Canales.
Yes, he did.
And Bryce, and he said more about Canales than Bryce, but he said if we had a professional defense, we would have had a winning season.
I believe it.
Fact. He said this year is more about the defense than the head coach or the quarterback.
That was a good clip you sent me. I'm glad I was able to listen to that.
Yeah, I'm glad I listened to it as well.
Diesel Skills jumping on this combo, brother. Is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, are they still the biggest threat to Carolina? And if so, why?
There's some reasons to believe that for sure. Number one, with the Wirfs situation, we're looking for a guy like Charlie Heck to step in. He was acquired to be their swing tackle, not to be a solid starter for him. The guy's played like 50 NFL games, but he's only had like 23 starts. So he's not a guy that is anywhere near the level of Wirf. And it may play to the Carolina Panthers' advantage with this loaded edge rusher room and stacked defensive line. Maybe we can manhandle those guys on offense and really get some pressure on Baker Mayfield and get them rattled early on. So it's certainly possible. I don't like the idea that they brought in Hassan Reddick. That's a big get for them in a lot of ways. I think, Hassan is in the last, 4 years, he's like fourth in the NFL for sacks.
Yeah.
I mean, he's up there, man, and putting him against like Icky, a straight speed rusher against Icky, I don't like that at all. So I don't like that matchup in particular. Another addition that they had was Tyrell Walker at linebacker. Maybe he wins the starting job according to the chart you had up last. And this year, it doesn't look like he will. But the point being, that like they focused more on the defense this offseason, and they added Emeka Ibuka, who me and Jake both liked in the draft. And when the Bucs drafted him, I was like, man, that sucks because there's a wide receiver that's got a high floor. He's already proven that he can be a fairly professional and reliable wide receiver. So they've got some good additions over there with the Bucs, but it's our time, and the defense has got to find a way to make this happen. And the writing's on the wall if they don't. I mean, the defense is going to come down burning in flames if they don't get the job done. They can't have any big setbacks like they did last year. We can't open up giving up 50 points out of the gate in the first game. These guys have got got to embody, keep pounding, and they got to play a lot harder, especially on that defensive line. Hey, if we come out and we stop the run and we can force teams to be a little more one-dimensional, I think we'll go a long way. We can compete with the Bucs, and that's where ultimately I want to see the Carolina Panthers at the end of the season, where those last 2 games matter for the division. We're in a strong second place. I think anything less than us finishing second in division and only losing it to the Bucs is nothing but disappointment.
Yeah, and listen, you made that point with the defensive line. I still hate that we didn't get Hassan Reddick. To me, he was incredible as a Panther. I still wish that he was here, and I hate that he went to Tampa Bay. But for my money right now, until proven otherwise, I still believe that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the best defensive line in the division and the offensive line. And I believe that the trenches win football games. They have Kalijah Kancey, who a lot of people were comparing to Aaron Donald coming out of Pitt. They both went to Pitt. Vita Vea, his big ass is still moving people around. You mentioned Hassan Reddick, Logan Hall. They are prepared to get after the quarterback, and that's going to be the best test of our offensive line this year, to be able to pass protect against Tampa and to be able to run the ball against them, which most teams don't do very well.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to get on. I'm gonna have to get on Cody's ass first. He didn't get
Come
the
on,
memo.
bro.
He didn't get the memo. He didn't get the fucking memo.
Come on, bro.
The Buccaneers and the teams that did what they did to us last year in the NFC South. Worst defense ever. No Derrick Brown. No real linebacker play. The brightest spot on our defense was our Pro Bowler. And they took full advantage of that. And in a lot of those games, somehow we still were close.
That's what I'm talking
garbage. With
Couldn't have been worse.
Garbage. With garbage. Instead of us asking who are we going to have to deal with this year and have the most problems with, they should be asking who going to have the most problems with us. Because we ain't hurt no more.
We kind of split hairs here, but all right.
Because we got leaders on this team now that ain't going to let other guys lose. They ain't going to let other guys drop their head. If you want to drop your head, go find another team, man. Fuck the NFC South, except the Panthers. It ain't all emotion. It's things have changed this year. They've changed. It's just like when you go home and get your big brother after some motherfuckers jumped you, and you bring your big brother, his boys back, and say, what's all that shit y'all was talking now?
What now, man?
Yeah, Tampa Bay lost Tristan Wirfs, their left tackle. You know what, though? When our edge rushers go off, what's Baker going to do when he finds himself sacked 4 times a game?
We was a sack away from beating them last year. All we do is stop Baker Mayfield from getting that first down game 1.
2 or 3 extra losses for them.
So if you barely beating us at our worst, you are in fucking trouble this year.
Their secondary is almost as worse as ours is. So.
I want Red Swarm since he on here too.
Yeah.
I refuse.
I want us to hit Bucky Irvin. That's all I want, Cody. Like I want us to absolutely dominate.
Everybody coming out the Mr. Bryce show this year, Cody, calling me a Bryce-sexual or what? I made up that term.
Hey man, let me read the money. Let me read the money real quick. Shout out to Red Swarm with another $1.99. Says, I'm not a big believer in Tampa.
Swarm said that.
Yeah, he did. And by the way, tell me the head coach of y'all know I blank on names. The head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Todd Bowles.
Bowles. I also, listen, I hear what you're saying, Todd, but I believe that you have to give respect where respect is due. I believe that Todd Bowles knows how to coach a defense, and that's been part of the reason why they have been so successful. But Panther Pickle alluded to this clip by Bill Polian. This is what Bill Polian had to say about the Panthers last year and going into this year.
In Coach Canales' case, he came in and did a miraculous job with Bryce Young, resurrecting a kid who was so beaten down and physically beaten because the offensive line was the worst in the league in his rookie year. The worst prepared and the worst execution. And he bore the brunt of it. And so Coach Canales came in there. The offensive line coach did a marvelous job restructuring that line. The GM did a great job going out and getting some people to plug in there, especially good backups. And offensively, they made great strides, and Bryce Young made great strides. 11, whatever he is. That's not going to change. But Dave Canales did a phenomenal job. If they had a defense that was even professional, they probably would have had a winning record. But the defense was not professional. And so therein lies the difficulty for him in his second year. Now, they've added a lot of people on defense, and it looks from afar like they're the very kinds of people that the coordinator wanted. So on the defensive side of the ball this year, there are no more excuses. They've got new players who fit the system. The coordinator wants to run his system. Go ahead and run it with the people you've got, and let's see what it looks like at the end of the year. But this is far more on the defensive coordinator than it is on the head coach.
Yeah, at least 4 new starters you're going to have on that defense this year in Carolina. And one more for you real quick with the Falcons.
That's the end of the clip, but bro,
Take his word for that shit, Cody.
those were great words by Bill Polian.
That's
Do y'all agree with it? Yeah.
Yeah. Side note here that Bill Polian, who actually brought over Frank Wright when he was GM here, and he big time supported Frank Wright when he was here as head coach, and he was kind of upset, but at the same time that the Panthers released Frank midseason, but he says, I need to watch tape and I need to find out more than I'm currently know. He admitted to that. And in a lot of ways, that clip where he quoted worst prepared, in a lot of ways, he disrespected Frank Wright. They both live in Charlotte, and they talk frequently. They had lunch.
Did he disrespect him, or did he tell the truth?
No. He told the truth. He told the truth, and that's why I was talking to Cole. I whenever Bill Polian's on XM radio, I turn it up, and I listen to every word he says.
Yes, sir.
Bill Polian don't put out that company line bullshit.
Nope.
I've heard Bill Polian cut down the commissioner. I've heard Bill Polian cut down owners. I heard Bill Polian on last year. He told a player that was holding out. He says, "You make more money than anybody in your family. You do what you feel you need to do, but don't ask me for my support." And it's come from his heart. Now, the player didn't take disrespect to it at all. He said Bill Polian is a Hall of Fame guy. He has a Hall of Fame opinion, and he's more entitled to his opinion. So Bill cuts it straight, and I like Bill a lot. But Bill ain't always patted Carolina or David Tepper on the back, but that clip showed a lot of growth in Bill Polian's opinion.
He almost speaks like he still cares about us, Pickle.
Yeah, he does.
Panther fans, like we have ties to him. He does.
He does live in town, and he knows people. He said it before that people ask him when they see him in public about the Panthers all the time.
It's because talent matters.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when we said you have to get the talent, you have to draw people in to want to play for you or whatever. I mean, a lot of people that were down on the Panthers up on us this year. A lot of players that would be like, nah, I ain't going over there to Charlotte. A lot of players have decided to come over here. These motherfuckers see what's going on. They see the vision. They see what they're building over here in Charlotte. They want to be a part of that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, bro, listen. I'm telling you, I'm cutting throats on people that's got anything bad to say about this damn team this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. When you whining about what we don't do well or we come up short on, and I've been guilty of this in the past, bro. that ain't helping the organization. You ain't in practice every day seeing their blood and tears and sweat that they putting in there or whatever, but we so opinionated outside the shit. We ain't out there running fast-ass drills and hot-ass 102 weather, but we want to have an opinion about how somebody performed in fucking practice. Right. You go out there and do that shit and see how hard it is or whatever. The thing is, just like my man D-Money always had the fucking key. I just wasn't listening, D-Money, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sorry, bro, and now I get it. You know what I'm saying? You either with this team or you not. Get the fuck up out of here if you don't like it.
I'm with it. Look, man, I am with it, but I'm also not going to stop being a realist. Mike Evans goes for 100+ fucking yards on us every time we play.
He goes for 100 yards on everybody.
Okay, but do the Panthers finally have what it takes to shut down their offense?
It depends.
JC can chase him for 4 quarters.
It depends if your defensive coordinator actually wants it.
Yeah, I agree.
We have
to better be on.
The coordinator's got to put his big boy panties up on game day morning and actually come out there and play real NFL football.
And put fucking horn on him.
You don't take the third string corner and put him on when the number 1 wide receiver on the Bucs lines up in the nickel position. You're not stupid to put a fucking safety on him.
Bro, we got it.
Hey, hold on. Let me let Michael get in on this conversation. Michael, go ahead, brother, and then we'll go to D-Money after Michael. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now. Okay, for all my times that I've been a Panthers fan, up until now, the one thing that we have never done successfully for I don't know how many years, it's like maybe 3 or 4 if I'm counting right, we have never executed tackling. Okay? And I'll say this now.
Yeah.
If we are planning to play good fucking defense this year, then yes, our defensive coordinator needs to stop being a fucking bitch. And he needs to say, you know what? Fuck this shit. If I want to fucking win, I better do it now. Because guess what? If I'm on the fucking hot seat, I better get my fucking shit together. And guess what? If we don't have that shit going, bro, like, honestly, it's going to be fucking downhill for us. But guess what? This is what I'm going to say right now. Baker Mayfield, in my opinion, sure, he may have fucking sucked for us in the past. But guess what? Now that we got defensive players that can fucking get to the quarterback, mark my words, bro, Baker Mayfield will be squished like a fucking plug every fucking play we get.
Hey, D-Money.
Fuck that guy, bro.
D-Money, before you go, D-Money, let me say something before you go, D-Money. Please, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
D-Money, let me say this. Man,
Go ahead, sir.
Who the fuck is Baker Mayfield?
Nothing to me.
Bunch of Baker Bottoms out there.
That's
I remember them. I remember them Baker Bottoms, bro.
That's our fucking
Calm down now.
That's our straps. That's our straps.
Tell Tony Dunn to calm down, Jake.
That motherfucker who is Baker Mayfield is succeeding because he has talent around here. Who the fuck is actually him though? He ain't no fucking difference maker. He begged to come to us at our lowest.
Yeah,
He couldn't get the fucking job done if he wanted to be quite real.
All right, let me go to D-Money and then we'll go to Cole. Go ahead, D.
Well, you know, I'm a man of strong faith, and I'm always in an alternative thinking. So, Cody, you keep telling me that Mike Evans gets 100 yards every time and damn near 200 yards, right? Now, I'm not the most mathematical, statistical, analytical, or any of them things with a Cal at the end of it. But I do know that if we got 4 to 5 receivers, right? That if we can have them ranging from 40 to 60 yards in that game, right? Out of 4 to 5 receivers, right? If my math is correct, that would be 160 to 200 receiving yards, right? The last time I checked, 200 was greater than 100, right? And then on the same breath, you ask, how do we stop Mike Evans, right? Well, answer this. Can they stop us now with Bryce having confidence now. You have Bryce with weapons. You have Bryce with an offensive line. You have Bryce with a running game. He now has multiple running backs to lean with. Phase 2 of the Canales plan, where the playbook will open up. We have a young gun that's going to probably be a gadget guy. Canales seems to be a creative fellow. So, yes, we do have to get better on defense, but what I have realized, and it has been the game at the end of the day, right? If you can't stop them from scoring, right? Maybe you should try to outscore them. Make them stop you. And then if you fight and you stay in it, just like we did in a lot of games last year, where we only missed it by a game or two, all we have to do is execute those one or two and add on a couple of more. And Mike Evans is not an issue. Okay. Yes, he can score, right? But we're trying to stop the run, right? That means we need to keep Bucky Irvin under control. We need to make sure that the other guys are not hurting us. One man can't beat this team. So for me, quite honestly, I don't care nothing about him about how do we stop Mike Evans. I think the question that needs to be asked is how are you gonna stop
us?
That's
and by the
where
way,
I'm at
look at Jimmy Horn Jr. out there showing off that speed, getting ready to be a difference maker for the Panthers. This is the type of separator that I've really been wanting for the Carolina Panthers, man. I'm really excited about what this young man can do. But that could be our own version of a Tyreek Hill, of a Jalen Waddle. That's the type of speed that we need to kill the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, just like we've been talking about, man. Sometimes if you want to beat a good offense, it's an even better offense. Go ahead, Cole.
I'm right there with you, Cody. I think it's time. And I don't want to win this way, but I really think it's going to be like this, especially with this year. You're just going to have to hope Bryce outguns fucking people, and I think he really can, especially if you just spread out defenses. I really don't believe there's many teams in the NFC South that's got 4 and 5 legit corners that's going to be able to cover our guys in main coverage. Somebody's ass has to get wide open. I think Bryce Young can do some damage in this division this year.
I agree, but I also think what Bill Polian said was true. We need to have a professional defense. Yeah, we need to have.
That's what I'm saying. It's on Bryce, unfortunately, because that defense is going to be better, Cody. But you know that Bryce is going to have to win us games in the fourth quarter. The defense ain't going to be able to hold on the whole time.
When has our wide receiver room ever been as deep as it is right now? We're talking. We got Hunter Renfrow as our 5th to 6th wide receiver.
I want to see 5 wide receivers, Cody. Let his ass go.
Empty backfield.
5 receivers out. I want to see 5 wide receivers out.
5 wide.
I want to see my guys against yours, and let's get it.
But that also means that our tackles have to hold up. I'm not worried about.
How many sacks did they give up last year?
And let's just say, I'm not worried about Taylor Moton and pass protection.
I mean, he didn't give up that many sacks last year. How many sacks did he give up? It was probably less than 5.
The penalties. He just got to cut down the penalties, and he's
that's per usual with his ass, but that is a very true statement.
Man, listen, have y'all been watching Quarterback on Netflix? The new season with
I'm doing season 1 first. I just started season 1.
I don't like none of them quarterbacks, man. I don't
like none of them. I only like us. That's why
I love it.
Watch it because it's not us.
I love it just because of the insight into playing the quarterback position. That's my favorite position in all of sports.
Right.
But when they show Jared Goff, they talk about how running the football and then being able to throw deep off of those play action passes. That's their bread and butter. And those play action passes, that's what Bryce Young did the best at Alabama. It's really getting back to basics this year if the Panthers are going to win this division.
You know how you going to get them play action passes off?
Man, Twan, it's going to be beautiful.
Because he got 2,000-yard backs in the backfield.
That's going to be his bread and butter right there. You're absolutely correct.
And if you concentrate on them, if Canales runs the ball actually the way he said he was going to run it, then when you start running up and down the field on somebody's running, then you can start hitting that play action. Then the defense don't know what to do.
Twan, them safeties
Yes,
can't
sir.
help it. They step in the box when they get scared every time.
It's a whole lot of places this year, D-Money, where motherfuckers got to pick their poison with the Carolina Panthers.
Pick it. I don't know if they can. I don't know if they want this poison.
Or do you want some
to deal
Chuba?
with.
Huh? You want some
With a
McNair?
side, with a little side of ED.
I like it. I like it.
Problem.
We'll throw in a Bowberry biscuit.
Do you want the guys who went out and got? Or do you want them young boys that just came in? You have to pick your poison.
So Pickle and DCPG.
The best way to stop the Bucs is to put J.C. Horn on Evans
All day.
and then beat the fucking shit out of Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
Beat his ass.
The fuck out of him. Make
Well,
him scream at that no-name useless left tackle he gonna have.
Yep.
And you don't just put
right.
your best guy out there. You rotate them bitches.
We're going to
You
introduce them.
rotate him.
Oh, we're going to do
You
that.
rotate him. You make sure.
absolutely.
You
Whoop
make
that
sure
shit.
for the
Get
time
him, whoop that
the
shit.
middle of the fourth
Whoop
quarter.
that shit.
The
Get him,
Panther
whoop
players
that shit.
are counting. They're saying, now, wait a minute. You got two. You got two. You got three. Wait a minute. I only got one. Fuck that. I'm next. That's what you want to do.
All right,
It's
go
gonna
ahead,
keep-
CPG.
Yeah, that's going to keep Chuba a hell of a lot fresher in the fourth quarter
It
of
really
games
is.
too.
It really
And
is.
I mean, El, you saw how we played Baker last year,
Stop him from
man.
getting injured.
He was throwing us picks and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
he's the same Baker that played here, getting passes
That's a
batted down. at
great
the line of
point,
scrimmage.
CPG. He is going to throw some interceptions. It's a guarantee that he's
capitalize?
going to
Yeah.
throw them interceptions.
The question's
I
more
think
about
he
us.
threw
Can
one
we
to the TV, like
capitalize
you said.
when Tampa follies, basically?
Yeah, man, dude. Taking away the football is so important, and the Panthers' defense
We're
have
pretty
not
bad at
done
it.
that enough. They have
We're
not
terrible
done
at it.
that enough, and even when we do turn over the football, we're not getting points off those turnovers. It's called complementary football. That's what the Panthers have to do in 2025 to return to glory. Take the ball away, and then when you do, come away with points. Even if it's just a field goal, that shit matters. It matters to the final score.
I think if the defense could just keep us in games till the fourth quarter, Bryce has proven what, like every single one of his wins just about is a game-winning drive. Bryce is clutch in the fourth quarter.
That's what we want. That's what we drafted. his
keep
ass
us
for, right?
keep us in there and let Bryce lead a game-winning drive.
Shout out to my man,
Why is
Red.
it more?
Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
I was going to say both sides just got to work in tandem, man. Like, how many times have we watched games where either the offense are really good and the defense is bad, or the
There's
defense
no
is somewhat
cohesion,
competent,
Jake.
but the
It
offense
ain't
is
no
just lacking
cohesion.
that day? We have to
Yeah,
have a
man.
competent offense and defense at the same exact time. It can't just be one. It has to be both.
That's that culture shit.
And by the way, we have so many names in the chat. Shout out to Dominic P. Shout out to Brandon Malone. But we have a bunch of names in here. We appreciate y'all for rocking with C3 on a Friday evening.
Happy Friday.
And I want to throw this up to y'all. We're talking about the wide receivers and Mike Evans and Ibuka. Everybody and their mama knows that the Panthers have not been able to stop the run. And shout out to Red Swarm in the chat. He says, what about Bucky Irving?
He's
Because
gotta be
that has
solid.
He's
been
good.
the
He's
problem
good.
He's half by
for
Derek
the
Brown.
Panthers when
definitely
we
wanna talk
play
about that.
Tampa. Start it off. We'll talk about Bucky
All right,
Irving.
let's be clear. You're right. You're 100% right, but I got a solution for you. Instead of lining up LeBron LeRae, you ask who the fuck's that? That's what the Panthers asked all fucking last year. Who the fuck's LeBron
He
LeRae?
still ain't got no
Right.
answer.
Instead of lining him up, we gonna have Tashad Wharton or Ashawn Robinson.
Or
Which one?
Bobby Brown.
Don't
Bobby!
be
We
Now,
got
let me
Bobby.
finish.
boy.
Now,
Bobby
instead
Brown.
of lining up shy, useless Tuttle,
Ooh.
which is
Sorry,
an
Bobby.
embarrassment to the great state of Tennessee.
I mean,
by
that is Derek Brown's best friend.
now, instead, well, that's nice. That's pretty. They can have lunch together and talk about maybe Shy Tuttle could move in with Derek
We're
Brown.
clapping together or
But
something.
anyway, but instead of having Shy Tuttle at nose tackle, we're going to have Bobby Brown. instead of having and I mean, Ashawn was good, but
Brown
Ashawn
and
couldn't have
Brown.
done it all. We still have, and as far as depth, we've got very quality depth this year, unlike we had last year. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're all
Also,
gonna
don't
start at
talk-
some point,
Our
Pickle. All of
linebacker
them.
unit is 5 times better than it was last year.
Hey, so
I'm talking
I'm gonna go to
Thank
Cole.
God.
But doesn't our defensive line sound like a law firm? Brown,
Yes.
Brown, and
Every
Warden.
Brown
time.
and Brown.
We
Yeah,
had that
Brown,
conversation.
Brown, and Warden. We sound like
Brown, and Warden.
we're getting ready to take that ass to court, bro. That's
I
what
know,
we
we got
about
all
to
kind of
do.
lawsuits.
Uh,
Brown on Brown and Wharton in the middle.
Cole,
Law and order.
will we be able to stop Bucky Irving and that rushing attack for Tampa Bay, Cole?
I'll start and be humble and honest. Bucky Irvin is a hell of a running back. He absolutely kills us, and he is getting better. From the offseason shit I've seen with him, he's got bigger too. So he is going to be a problem if we don't handle our business. But I do feel like we will be able to stop them as long as Derek Brown's healthy and in the middle of that field, and he can obviously not have to play 4 damn quarters every play now. So he's getting a little bit older, but he's still in his prime, so that's really good to keep him fresh as well for the fourth quarter. You build up to the end of these games, Cody, and then I've said it in the last conversation we were having a few minutes ago. It's going to be on Bryce Young's back in the fourth quarter, and he will win us some football games.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to CPG reposting us on Twitter. Yeah, we appreciate everybody on Twitter. Check us out on Kick. We're getting closer to the 20 follower subscriber threshold where we can monetize on Kick. That's C3 Panthers Pod, all one word on kick.com. West Justin, are we going to be able to stop Bucky Irving and this rushing attack this year with your goofy looking ass?
Oh yeah, yeah. We got that run game, that run defense this year. Watch, I ain't worried about that shit.
All right.
I'm glad
people
we
gonna
got
think
Derek
they can run
Brown.
against
That's
us,
a win
this
on
year
the
like
season
last
if we
year.
can just do that.
Yeah,
You know what?
Nothing
They're
else.
gonna think our run defense is just as
Right.
soft,
Stop
and they're
it,
gonna try the
Jake.
same shit and get creamed.
A lot of folks may highlight this guy or that guy in free agency that we should have got or we could get. But the one thing I'll say about Dan Morgan this year, and you all can look this up, he has this year, he has refused to bring anybody on this team that isn't a stud in tackling.
Yeah, they
Yes.
Or tackling
Yes.
machines.
Anybody.
Pickle, the last episode of the Blueprint, they had an entire segment dedicated to stopping the run. So all of these players were brought in with the express purpose of tackling and stopping the run. Even the linebacker, Roseboom, he's a tackler, man. And they have experience in the Jiro Rivero's defense. This is going to be a major year for both sides of the football of the Carolina Panthers, man. Both of them.
Right.
And I refuse to believe that having a true nose tackle finally, because it's really true that finally we now have
You got
a
multiple
true
people
nose
you can
tackle
put there.
in Bobby Brown. That
We got
dude right
3 of
there
them.
is gonna lock that. When we were breaking down film last year, Pickle, you know what? We was getting gutted right down the middle and to the right side. Every single time, gutted right down the middle and to the right side. You know where we wasn't getting gutted at was Ashawn Robinson, because he was holding it down on that right side. I mean, that's the only guy that we really had on the defensive line after Derek Brown went down that was worth a damn, really.
I was
Truly.
proud of him, Jake.
So our running backs are going to meet the Browns.
I want Ashawn to still get his snaps. I really believe in him.
Well, you got to remember, Ashawn Robinson was the guy that won us the game in Germany. He caused the fumble in overtime for Josie Jewell to recover and then us to go on to win that game. And Bryce Young already has 6 game-winning drives already, considering how bad his first 2 seasons were, especially the first one.
Yeah.
I think that's really impressive. So y'all were on to something with that earlier. And we saw in the blueprint, Todd Walsh jerking guys into position. You're supposed to be guarding a gap and a half. Getting on their asses, not letting them continue to lose gap containment like Panther Pickle was just talking about. That was the biggest problem on the defensive line last year. We were giving them lanes to run in by not guarding that gap and a half. I think Todd Walsh is all over it. I think we see an improved run defense and improved defensive line.
Yeah. Right. To me, out of all the teams, and listen, let's be real, there's some damn good running backs in the NFC South.
It really is.
There really are, man. Like, stopping the run better start in our defense literally anywhere else. But I think out of all the teams in the NFC South, I think that the Buccaneers have really damaged us the most running the football. Shout out to Brandon Malone, who points out that Bucky Irving averaged 6 yards per carry on us last year. That is unacceptable.
Horrible.
It's unacceptable, man.
That was one of my maddest points of the year, I do believe, Cody.
He was getting straight to the second level immediately, too.
Yeah, he was doing whatever he wanted to us.
And our linebacker play was just dog shit, man.
Hey, Cody, let me tell you what. I posted this on Legion. Some of you already know this. Derek Brown played one game last year, and PFF still ranks him as the top 7 inside defensive lineman.
He is.
And he only played one game last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
Dude, having Derek Brown is such a big deal for us this year, man.
Really
Such a
Right.
big deal.
Right.
That's our anchor right there.
think
That's
Evero-
our damn defense.
I think Evero said it in the Panther Blueprint, right? He said that's like the biggest free agency you could get, basically. Him coming back, being healthy.
One of the best tackling interior defensive linemen in the league right there, man.
Red Swarm says, Pickle, what you talking about? Tershawn Wharton had a horrible run defense grade of 44.3. I will say, though, that wasn't last year. Wasn't that one of the worst Chiefs defenses that they've had in a long time? So I don't know if you can put all of that on him. Go ahead,
I was
Michael.
at the Saints
CPG
game.
and-
I just
yeah,
wanted to
CP
say real quick. I was
Yeah,
at the
go ahead.
Saints game last year, and dude, Alvin Kamara destroyed us in the run game. It
It
was
always
terrible.
does, man. It's so fucking annoying. It does it all the time.
That was
I
their
don't-
only hope in that game.
Right.
was Kamara.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you know what? I don't think Tashir Wharton is going to be a full-time starter on the outside. That's why they
You don't need to be.
No, he don't. That's why they kept Ashawn Robinson. We won't line up at base defense often anyway. We'll line up a lot. We'll line up in the nickel with a 4-man front. And when we do that, you're going to see Ashawn a lot in the middle, and his job is going to beat the hell out of them quarterbacks who think they're going to stand there in one spot. That's just fact of it. I mean, to be honest with you, Penix was hurt a lot in college, bless his heart. And with as aggressive as I think our defense is going to be, they best hope he can stay healthy, because you put old man Kirk Cousin out there, I doubt he finishes the season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Kirk Cousins would finish the season either. But they have 2 good quarterbacks, but both of them are hurt a lot of the time. Hey, so before we move on to a different team, are there any more thoughts about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before we move on? Is there anyone who doesn't think that Tampa is going to be as good this year as they have been in years past? Not everybody at once now. Come on, boys.
No, I think we're all on the same subject, honestly, Cody. I think we all agree that. I mean, Tampa Bay had another good draft as well. Again, just the same as us. Like we both had a good draft, and with them adding, I think they drafted Parrish at corner. They drafted the Notre Dame corner, Benjamin, I believe. I mean, that just helped bolster their defense.
Y'all already said it. I do not like Ibuka going over there, Cody.
Ibuka ain't no joke.
Ibuka is not
no joke.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling the Twan. Like, I'm being real. Just like I'm saying in this third year that that Bryce Young has to turn it on and prove himself. There's a lot of questions in that defensive backfield. I need to see it. We all need to see it. This defense was so bad last year. It's time for them boys to put up or shut up. I don't think that's unreasonable.
I posted in the chat, but I'm going to say it real quick here. I understand, but I still think Wharton is an upgrade over LeBron LeRae.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that shouldn't even be a subject.
The fact is, if you give me a choice, put Wharton in the middle or put Shy Tuttle, boys, I'm putting Wharton in there. Shy Tuttle may have came from Tennessee, but his ass can go right back to Tennessee College.
Man, Pickle, it was embarrassing how many times we saw him get pancake, bro. Like him that big, and we saw him get pancaked by offensive
Shout out to
linemen.
Adrian.
It was sad.
Stayed on the ground.
Have y'all ever took a balloon and put it on the ground
Call
and
it for
kicked
me,
it?
baby. Thank
That's
you.
exactly what Shy Total was. He was that balloon. He was that ball you got on the floor and you kick it.
Hey, so real quick, let me read the money. Shout out to SCS Panthers Boy 803 for another $4.99. Says Dave wanted to focus on the run, but that's what he was going to do if Chuba got hurt, who was our viable backup with the Bucs hurt. He got doubted. So yeah, that's another point too, man. When you have the running back room that we have, it really says to me that they're focusing on building that run game and running it down people's throats. Look, man, just in time for us to preview this next team, we got our man in here, probably the only Falcons fan that we have ever liked. Red Swarm in the building. What's up, Swarm?
What's going on, family? How y'all doing,
There's a
man?
big fat hello.
How you doing, brother?
Swarm.
Good.
We're doing what NFL fans do this time of year: overhype themselves.
That's right. That's why I came to join y'all a little bit, Pickle, man. So,
Open
but hey, I will say this.
Yeah.
When many of y'all know I'm an old Army veteran, and when you're getting ready to go into combat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, thank you for your support,
Absolutely.
brother.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support. When you're getting ready to go into combat and you hear that the enemy is hoping that you catch the flu so that they don't have to fight you, you know you got them scared. So it does my heart good to hear y'all say you hope that Penix's injury history shows up and Kirk Cousins again. That lets me know that there's fear in your heart, brothers. It's fear in your hearts. So let's talk about it, guys.
Yo, Swarm, you know I've already said that I genuinely think that Bryce and Penix, not only could that be the new rivalry in the division, that could be the new rivalry in the NFC, bro. Like, I've been watching the quarterback show on Netflix, and man, like going through it, and this is the perfect segue. We're going to talk about the Falcons now, but this is the perfect segue, man. Like, y'all have a ton of offensive talent, and that talent was able to get open, but at times your quarterbacks
couldn't reach them.
Cousins, when he was hurt, was just missing them, and y'all were in a bunch of games that were very narrow losses. So I'm going to start with you. Honestly speaking, how are you projecting these Falcons in the NFC South this year?
So, and thank you, Cody. Thank you for allowing me up.
If you want to refer to it at all.
Yeah. Thank you for allowing me up, man. To share this Friday free for all with y'all and have some fun, boys. So, what I would tell you is, I want to get out over my skis, but I've been a Falcons fan for far too long. Get my hopes up just to get let down again. So I'm going to tell you that I'm taking a optimistically cautious approach with this young quarterback. I saw some things that I liked in him. And I'm excited for a full offseason with the weapons that we have on offense. I think that it can be a better than a number 6 offense in the NFL as it was last year with Michael Penix. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it's embarrassing the way that the Kirk Cousins debacle unfolded. But being that he's paid now, it's a little bit comforting to know that he's our backup quarterback. Injuries are a part of the NFL. The NFL is the only sport that I know where injuries are 100% guarantee at some point during the season. So
and I kind of feel about Kirk Cousins the way I do about Andy Dalton. If you're gonna have a backup, it really helps to have a backup with the kind of experience that those two dudes have. Like, they have played meaningful football. They've been in the playoffs. You know, if you have a quarterback that you don't know if their injury history is going to be able to hold up, yeah, you could do a lot worse than Kirk Cousins. But I think for both of our quarterbacks, this is a big year for both of them to prove that they have what it takes to be a leader of the franchise.
It's huge. It's huge. I know a lot of people like to point to the sample size that Penix had last year with only 3 games. But, you know, I know that I might get some disagreement, hopefully not a lot from you guys, because if you do, then you're leaving easy pickings on the table for me. But Michael Penix stepped into a ready-to-go offense. Bryce has had to be there, with the exception of Chuba Hubbard, that is, while y'all have built y'all's offense.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree with that.
You know, it's a little bit different. I still feel like Penix has a lot to prove, but, you know, granted, he's essentially going into his first full season. You probably wouldn't be able to tell him that the pressure is not on, you know, because I don't think that he feels like he has a season to burn. I feel like he feels like he needs to hit the ground running with this offense. And I think he will. I think he will.
Yeah. Go ahead, pick one. Then I'm gonna introduce. I'm gonna put somebody in. And by the way, before you go, so like I said, the free for all is already lit today, gentlemen. If I put somebody in the background, it's only temporarily. I just want to make sure everybody gets in and feels heard and gets to get their opinion off. And then in a minute, I'm gonna introduce somebody. But go ahead, Pickle.
Yeah, you know, Red. I said it when y'all drafted Penix. That was a good draft pick.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people questioned it, and I said when with the way Cousins' contract is structured, it makes better sense long term wise. So I'm not hating on the kid, but you know, and there are parts about y'all's team I like. You know, I'm still a Tennessee fan, and I hope I really hope Pierce does good, but not against us. So,
I got you.
But, you know,
Yo, how about they got 2 Carolina players?
So anyway,
Jalen Carter is from the Carolina. Isn't he from Salisbury? Where's Jalen Carter from? Jalen Carter from
Charlotte.
Yeah, he's from right outside of Charlotte. And then y'all got old buddy who's literally born in Charlotte.
You know,
Cody, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'd like to throw that one up, but let me ask you something. Where's Derek Brown and J.C. Horn from?
Georgia.
Yeah, they're from Georgia.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, man, some of the best Panthers of all times have been from Georgia, bro.
We do good when we shop down there.
Yeah, we do.
But J.C. Horn Daddy from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
The other day on Bill Polian.
Oh, okay, whatever that means, D. Okay.
I just wanted to say something. Take it for whatever.
Okay, I got you, brother. I got you.
Bill Polian was on XM the other day when we was listening to him, and we showed that little clip. They were talking about rivals. And the guy on there said, Bill Lackus said, there's not really any true rivals in the NFC South. And Bill said, well, to be honest, the Panthers and the Falcons are so close as far as city-wise. They are probably the closest true rivals that there is in the NFC South.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
I agree with it, too, and I try to do my part to keep it alive. That's why I'm in here with y'all today, man.
You know,
bro, I just want the rivalry to feel fun. I want the Falcons and the Panthers to actually be for something. Like, you know, like I said, I was watching the quarterback show, and just, you know, at the end of the season, the Lions and the Vikings were 2 of the better teams in the NFC, and they were also competing for the division. Like, I think the way that these teams are built, there's no reason why Carolina and ATL couldn't be doing something similar.
Yeah.
You know,
so Cody, let me, if I could, I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit, but this is a question, and I've asked it a number of times. I'll ask y'all as well. Since you talked about what stands in the way of the Panthers, and I think, like Pickle said, every fan base is optimistic right now. You know, it's interesting. I follow a lot of the Saints podcasts as well, and I go over there for a good laugh. But those guys are serious. They think they bought into the hype of those young quarterbacks that they had, and it's easy to do. I remember really pulling for Desmond Ridder because I knew he was going to be a starter. So I wanted to see the best of Desmond Ridder. Well, he turned out to be who Desmond Ridder is, and now he's looking for work if he can find it in the NFL. I think the similar thing will happen with a couple of two of those Saints quarterbacks. I think Jake Hayner is already out of the picture, and I'm not really that impressed with Desmond Ridder. I mean, with Spencer Rattler. That being said, I listen to a lot of their fans. Those guys are over there. They're talking themselves into anywhere from 7 to 12 wins this season.
Well, you know what that is, Swarm? Tyler Shuck and Michael Penix, they're not too dissimilar from one another because they have all the talent in the world. They're big, they're strong, they can move, and they have a big arm. But they've had a bunch of injuries throughout their career that has caused them to transfer to different schools, and they're also older. However, you notice that in the past few years, quarterbacks with the most experience and the most snaps in college ball tend to be the ones that have the most success. So by no means am I trying to big up the Saints, but I do feel like they have a reason to say, hey, man, if the dude can stay healthy and if we can run the ball, we might be able to at least be competitive. I don't know about no damn 12 wins, but I think they could be more competitive than certain people are giving them credit for.
I still got them finishing last in the division. I'm sorry. And as the great Rick James would say on Dave Chappelle, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I like that, Jake, and you're right, man. And they definitely snorting something down there in the Bayou. But listen, I got them coming in last in the division too. So this is a question that I have for y'all because I said that to say that every fan base, as Pickle said, is hopeful this time of year, and most fan bases will remain helpful until we get about 3, 4, maybe 5 games in. Then you'll start to hear stuff about how few teams that started 0-3 have ever made the playoffs, and that sort of talk will start being tossed around. So this is what I want to ask, and this is kind of a serious question. Y'all asked the question, and I'm not tripping. Y'all see y'all winning the division. I see us winning the division. Tampa sees themselves as winning the division. I too give Tampa a degree of respect because they've won the division so many years consecutively.
Yeah, they've done it.
But like I said, I think I view Tampa a little bit differently maybe than y'all do because I saw a different side of them last year when we swept them. Especially in the second game in Tampa, I saw them scrambling to try to come from behind. And, they didn't really look like the Kings on the top of the hill to me at that time. So, go ahead. My bad, Cody.
Yeah, no. They really like to utilize that cover zero. They like to be aggressive. They like to blitz. And I feel like Atlanta, out of every team in the division, had the best answers for that in the quick game. They were able to dump it off to Bijan, but they were able to get the ball out quick to Darnell Mooney and even Ray McLeod. Shout out Ray. That's another Clemson player that doesn't get enough. He still got them fumbles though, man. And he had them even when he was in Clemson. I believe that whoever's able to utilize the quick passing game against Tampa probably has the best chance to be successful against them.
Yeah, you better not throw no screen out there in Ray's direction because he's going to miss that fucking block.
Yeah, he might
9 out of 10 times.
He's either going to miss, he's either going to fumble, or he's going to take that bitch to the house because the dude runs a 4.3. The dude's incredibly fast.
And he still has that speed. He still got
I know, man.
Yeah,
we had him here for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And then we end up letting him go. But hey, man, let me introduce some people into the show from Black Cat Panther Podcast. Popping back in the building. What's up, Pop?
What's going on?
What's up, Pop?
What's going on, everybody?
Pop? What's up, bro?
Not much.
Yeah, man. Talking just division rivals today. I asked everybody earlier, Pop. Let me get your opinion right now. Who poses the biggest threat to the Carolina Panthers in the NFC South this year, man?
I mean, everybody should know. Well, first, let me shout out Bryce's biggest supporter, Mr. Red Swarm. Let me shout you out.
Okay. Be careful, Pop.
Everybody should know.
Be careful, Pop. You got to go home now. You got to go home.
I'm actually already home, sitting in the garage.
Okay.
yeah. And actually, y'all got to come to us first. So, yeah, you have.
We'll have a commanding lead by that time. 2-0 in the division.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of confidence.
Ashley, let's get to it. Look, I got $50 for you if you say that your second running back will get more yards than my second running back.
Oh, Tyler Algier versus Rico Dowdle?
I can't take that bet. I can't take that bet.
Hey, that's real.
Y'all said you got the best two-headed running backs in the division.
Yeah.
I know your bank account don't bounce. Neither does mine.
Well, let me.
How many yards did Algier run for last year?
It's like 600 some yards.
600 or something. So this is what I will say, and I can appreciate what you're asking, Pop, but I think that I can give you an answer and still be right on and not take your bet. So let me tell you why I say that. Because Bijan is much more of a feature back than Chuba is. So I don't expect that Tyler will get as much burn as Rico Dowdle will in y'all's offense. That's one.
Hold on. Let me.
Hold on. I'll be quick. No.
You gonna take the bet or not? You gonna talk him to death and take the bet?
I already told him no, Twan. Maybe
all right then. Tell me no. So then, if you said no, then he don't need no long ass explanation.
Hey, Cody.
Let him finish. Last one.
Thanks, man. I thought I was on C3
Panthers
Panthers
you said
podcast.
no to the bet, then why you gonna put him to sleep?
Let him go. Let him do thing, Twan. I got him.
Hey, Cody, I can make this shit fun tonight. Now, don't get it twisted. I got some.
Hey, bro, this ain't the. Bro, do y'all think that we the? Bro, do y'all think that we the nerdy kids table? Like we don't get spicy over here.
Get to it. I'm getting that extra gray hair. Come on.
Okay.
Hey, Cody Lack.
Yeah, I'm
Let
looking.
me say this, Pop. I know.
I'm about to cry, y'all. I'm about to cry.
Superman is back on the big screen.
I'm about to cry.
Man, I thought we signed somebody worth the fuck. I was about to stand up in my recliner.
So Pop, I'll move quickly with this. When it comes to the debate and the argument between you and I about who has the best backfield between our two teams, I pretty much feel like we're going to be deadlocked over here in Panthers land. I know I'm going to lose. So what I will have to do is I'll have to join in. I have to call in some allies. And what I would say to you is that roundly, the NFL community tells you, not me, tells you that the Atlanta Falcons have the better backfield in the NFC South, period.
You done, Red?
I'm done. I'm done.
You said the Falcons have the better backfield?
Yes, I did, Cody.
I've heard Red, and he loves this. He loves saying pretty much that he is Godzilla. That's why he can take. He think he's the gorilla versus the Carolina 100 Carolina.
Now y'all notice that Papa started this line of questioning.
Hold on, Red. I didn't cut you off, did I?
Okay, go ahead.
So when you put out that disclaimer, I'm expecting you to stand up 10 toes down.
Okay, I tell you.
You just sat up here. And, hold on, Red. You still. I'm trying to be a gentleman. Do not let me turn it to the N word.
Set your mouth up.
I'm trying not to turn it to the N word.
Go ahead.
Red.
Just let everybody finish. Go ahead, Pop.
Go ahead, Pop.
You feel like you're the red gorilla, and you can take on 100 Carolina Panthers fans.
I can.
Right? I've heard you say you love it.
No, you
can't. You love it. But I just heard you say that you need to. You said, hold on. You just said you need to call in the cavalry to help you, and that one person that has sat here, and I can't believe it, but they're being gentlemen as they are, as C3 brothers. They've let you disrespect Chuba just now. That's what you just did. You just slapped all these Panther guys up here in the face because you said Chuba is not a featured back. But his pay, it seems like a featured back to me.
Same running back.
Chuba Hubbard has done nothing but got better every single year that he has played.
Not a featured back.
That he has played. And you know what, Swarm? Let me say something before you go. I feel like for as good as y'all's offensive line is, I expected even more from Bijan. Not saying that it's bad. Not saying that it's bad, but if y'all have an offensive line like that, like y'all should have had 2,000-yard rushers.
Yeah.
Why didn't y'all?
Cody, let me ask you a question. And I know you got the computer up. Tell me when the last time in NFL history an offense had two backs go for over 1,000 yards in the same backfield in the same season. I'll wait.
We did it.
I'll wait.
We did it a few times.
Now
Yeah,
let me
we
do
done
this. Now let me do. I said when was the last time? Now let me do this. Poppin', since you're so anxious to give away money, I got a bet for you. I'll bet you that my backfield, that my team puts up more.
You said no to his bet, and then you gonna come in here with one.
Let him fit.
Man, I'm tired of the Swarm shenanigans, bro.
I'm not talking to you. Well, check out then. I ain't talking to you. Check out. Poppin'. So here's a bet I got for you.
You know what, Cody? You said
I got a bet
no bitch show tonight. Let's have some fun with it, then, Red.
Let's have some fun with it, Red. You can take the bet if you want to, too, Greek. You can take the bet if you want to as well, Greek.
You say you can take on 100. You can't take on 3.
$200. I bet you $200.
I already declined, Red. You even got to explain me what the bet is. I already declined.
I bet you $50.
No.
Okay. So, like Twan said,
you got to explain the bet to me.
I'll move on.
Well, I mean,
I know you don't want it. So, Twan, you want the bet?
I ain't ran from none of your bets. But I mean, we already had about $200, $300. Why am I gonna keep betting you?
50 or 100, or let's do an easy one. Let's do a dinner. Let's do $20 on a cash app. All right, let's make it easy, just to put some money where your mouth at. I guarantee you that the Falcons backfields, a combination of Bijan and Tyler Algier, will have more than Chuba and Rico Dowdle.
I'll take that 50. I'll take that 50.
It's on. All right. So now,
bookmark it, folks.
Let me say this. Let me be clear. I never said.
Oh no, we don't play with money, bro.
I never said that Chuba Hubbard wasn't a feature back. I said he's not the feature back that Bijan Robinson is. That's exactly what my words were. I never said he. I'm not a dummy. I know football. Of course, he's y'all's feature running back.
Hey, Ray, who was?
Hey, let me redo right quick. Let me redo right.
I got a good point.
Hold up, I gotta show something.
Superman. Hey, Cody, he's from Atlanta too.
Yeah.
He played for us.
Yep.
So I said we hit when we come down there.
Yep.
This is from the Panthers account.
And G Money, his daddy is too.
Superman.
I thought you were talking about.
That man put his body on the line.
I didn't know you were talking about Cam. I thought you were talking about the other Superman that's in the movies.
Superman.
That's the real Superman. I don't acknowledge that.
You're absolutely right, Cody. Y'all don't want it
Only
matters.
Superman that matters.
Ace Boogie.
The one and only.
Look at Bug. Hey, look how many times he scored.
So the Panthers just put this out and said, we heard Superman is back on the big screen. Shout out to the Panthers for showing Cam Newton some love. A lot of people are saying maybe this is the Panthers sort of repairing their relationship with Cam Newton. Maybe we might get a Hall of Honor appearance sometime soon. I would love that. Let me go to my man Diesel Skills real quick. Deez, what do you think this means, man, with the Panthers showing so much love to Cam Newton, bro?
I really think it's just about the Superman movie that's come out. I think that's what this has to do with. I hope that they are bringing Cam Newton back into the fold, give him an opportunity, mend these fences, if you will, give us get him into the Hall of Honor. Like I said, I think last week or the week before, I really feel like the new stadium launch, the stadium renovation, that's when you put him in the Hall of Honor. But to just get him on the field on Sundays and to get him to hit the keep pounding drum, get him to come to FanFest, for goodness sakes. We're all going to be there. We'd love to see Ace there. Let him run up and down the sidelines and hype the fans up. Let's have a good time about it. Bring him into the Panthers huddle on Friday. Let him talk on there some. Do something with him on his podcast. Like, just bring him into the fold of the Carolina Panthers. If they would do that, it would be a huge step forward, in my opinion.
So I thought I sent it to Cody. I thought I sent it to Pickle. Maybe I didn't. I know it's in our Discord. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are not aware yet, or you're just finding out now, the Carolina Panthers are releasing a documentary on the 2015 team called
It's the Charlotte Observer. Yeah, the Observer is releasing. I'll find that.
It's called Superman.
Yeah.
So
I haven't.
that's what that's about.
Yeah, I got an email about it. About from the Observer. I don't know when it comes out. I just found out about it today. I don't know the details to it, but you can bet my
hopefully it's
Pickle is very limited. It's only for like 3 or 4 days.
But at the same time, it feels like Carolina's trying to repair their relationship with Cam, bro, which is the right thing to do.
They absolutely should.
To do it.
There's no reason why he shouldn't be able to host his 4th and 1 show at the bank with the damn field in the background.
We got a home
game. I would love that.
That boy should have to pay for another drink or meal in Charlotte.
Yeah, they could sell tickets to that, and people would show up to be live audience for Cam.
Every week that we had a home game.
By the way, let me show off this badass picture my man CPG got with the dark side lightsaber, the Reaper with that Panther. That's badass, bro. Did you find that or you made that?
I got it from somebody on Twitter, I think.
Nice, man.
They're always sharing those badass Bryce edits over there.
But yeah, listen,
he ain't there yet. he
coming. He coming. Pause.
Pause.
This is the Superman documentary by the Observer, the trailer.
Well, if it's your end zone, then why am I in it?
It was something stupid. It was small. It was fun, but to us, it was a big deal.
One of those things we like, damn, this is different. I think he pointed at Cam, and then it was like game on.
I knew in that moment that it wasn't anybody else that football team trusted in that spot more than they trusted me.
I see they're going to talk about that Tennessee mom who got offended that Cam danced.
Yeah, who wrote a letter, told her daughter to look at the cheerleader.
I mean, if you saw enough TV angles to tell you that was a catch.
Just throwing those
Josh. Damn, I love it, man. I got goosebumps.
Josh is such a good guy in person, too,
But they hated everything about Cam, bro.
Yeah,
it hated him.
There's a foot.
And I love that they hated him twice.
Because it was ours.
Because he was
It starts Monday on an hour series, or on the 24th of July, you can go to the Independence Picture House in Charlotte and see it. And if you subscribe to the Observer, you can get $10 each. Now, I'm just gonna watch it on YouTube. I may do a. I'll watch it of the evening, I'm sure. No, I won't. My ass is going to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning watching that match.
Hey, let me go to Michael real quick. Go ahead, Michael. Since you're so polite raising your hand.
Okay, so you know what? I got to say, you know what? Cam was... Okay, so let me tell a story about this, okay? When he was drafted, I had doubts about him, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm being honest. I never wanted Cam. Okay, but when I was watching all the games, I kid you not, I was getting pissed off pretty much half of the time. So then my dad told me once, listen to his interviews. Listen to how he says everything in an interview. And then that'll tell you something different. And, I did. And something that my dad told me was he was a leader. That's one thing that now I regretted when I saw him ball out in 2015. Because, bro, when he was fighting Josh Norman, I didn't know what to fucking think. I thought, man, we were going to fucking be something ugly. But then, bro, when we were balling the fuck out and we weren't fucking playing around that year, bro, I was in tears. Every fucking game that we fucking won, except for one fucking game, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that one fucking loss. But every one of those other fucking wins that mattered to me. Because, bro, dude, right now, look at what I'm wearing, bro. Look what I'm wearing. My
sir.
My Super Bowl 50 shirt. I got that on my birthday, bro. And, bro, sure, it may have torn me up on that fucking day, but, bro, the one thing that made me fucking happy was we fucking made it to the Super Bowl again. I will never forget that day, bro.
And you know what, Michael, to me,
memory I want to have in my fucking head.
Absolutely.
Every fucking year, bro. So, yeah, I'm hoping that the same year, or not the same year, sorry, but the same thing happens to Bryce. If Bryce does the same thing, mark my words. Okay, I know the Super Bowl ain't going to be on my birthday no more, which is going to fucking suck, but I will mark my words. I will be wearing that fucking shirt, depending on who we face in the Super Bowl when it comes to that time.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And part of the reason why I almost don't want the media to be hyping us up is because the best Panthers teams of all time have always been teams that have been very, very slept on.
Yep,
and now there's a lot of people talking up the Panthers, saying that we're going to be incredible this year. And, man, I hope we live up to it. I hope we prove them all right, man.
What I tell y'all to do? What I tell y'all to do when they sleeping on us? What I tell y'all to do?
Let them sleep.
Let them motherfuckers sleep.
That's the best way to be, is let them sleep. I've been around for 03 Super Bowl and the 15 Super Bowl, and people slept, and it was great. Y'all do what you want to, but if I lived in Charlotte, I'd go down there just so I can ask Ron Rivera a question, and I'd like to ask Cool Kuechly, are you ever going into coaching? That's exactly what I would ask Cool Kuechly. But I don't live in Charlotte, and I'm not driving 2 hours to go to that, so y'all keep out.
Luke Kuechly like to be a motivation. Let me tell you something, man. The dark side of the Cam Newton thing is this. Carolina will ever have a black cloud over our organization because of that situation, because it was a lot of our own fans that shitted on that dude the absolute worst. We had people who did podcasts that shitted on Cam
But
Newton.
people say that now about Bryce, Twan.
No, that's what I was getting to. That's what I'm getting to. They absolutely shitted on that man. I don't know another team that shitted on the MVP quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just the media. It was our fans was just as guilty.
Right.
And now I say what I say about Bryce Young, right? I gotta see it with him too. And right now, but he showed me a flash at the beginning of last year. I told you all that. You know what I'm saying? I saw the promise, the positivity coming from him. If he can sustain that, we'll be all right. But then when I hear people, and I'm not gonna say no names, when I hear people saying, I don't even want him to do well.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? When I heard a motherfucker say, and some of y'all know, I didn't want Cam Newton to win that Super Bowl because I don't like Cam Newton.
Whoever the fuck says that,
Panthers fan.
They ain't even a fan. They ain't even no fucking fan.
I'm calling these motherfuckers out. But now you got Panthers fans now that don't want to see Bryce be successful. If you don't like his play, that's one thing. But saying I hope he fails is something completely different.
My thing is this: if you doubt Bryce Young, okay, that's fine. Hey, I have said multiple times I want to see it before I believe it and start calling him an MVP candidate and all this shit. But if anybody ever gets to the point where they're like, "Oh, I don't want Bryce to win us the Super Bowl," like fuck that. Are you a Panthers fan or not?
They're
That's
not.
the dumbest shit in the world to me.
There are people who call themselves a Panther fan that aren't. Okay, I Mike, you said about Cam Newton, he wouldn't have been my pick if I was drafting. He just wouldn't have been. Not just because I was a defense and I wanted the tackle, because the defensive tackle, because I thought that's where we needed help, and we did a stud defensive tackle a couple years later. Nonetheless, when we drafted Luke Kuechly, I said it was a bad pick. I was wrong on both those. That's just being a fan in the draft.
Hey, Pickle, so who you don't like this year, Pickle? Who you don't like this year? So we'll know he gonna
Hey, be careful, Pickle. Be careful, Pickle.
Yeah, you better
Be careful, Pickle.
Twan, this is a bad thing. I don't not like nobody in this class.
Yeah, that's it.
I really don't. I've been on Twitter for a while today, since early this morning, arguing with folks over Austin Corbett.
We just need you to go on record saying that you hate the whole team.
Hey, so hold on. I do want to. All right, go ahead, Joe. And then
Some of the Legion folks know this, and there's a method what I'm saying. I may talk about Cade Mays is better than Austin. That's just because I want Cade to win it. Is he perfect? No. No NFL player is perfect. None. Now, they'll run their mouth, they're perfect. Media will suck up, hide to them, they're perfect. But they're not perfect. And the worst thing a fan can do is look at a player like he's a god or he's perfection. Because as soon as you do that, and later on they reveal they're human, you get your bubble burst. Now, that being said, listen, if you don't like a guy, you don't like a guy. But don't want him. If you a fan and you find yourself wanting the Panthers to suck just so you can be right, you need to take your fan card and clock out for a while.
Just so
I'm not
they can be
saying
right.
leave it, just
so
clock out for a while.
real quick, do we have anyone that wants to say anything else about the Falcons before we move on? Because I just found a video. I found a video that might infuriate some of y'all. We'll see, but we're gonna get to that soon. Let me go Pop, and then Twan, and then I'm gonna rotate some people to make sure we get everybody in. I got Justin in the background and Alex. We'll start with Pop. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, because we got one of the best representatives in Falcon Nation. Fuck the Falcons. But I do want to ask, while we have his presence and feathers flocking around, you shocked the hell out of me. I'm not going to repeat the conversation, so I'm going to have to take it to another question. Are you predicting that Michael Cornelius Penix, will he be better than Mike Vick?
He brought out the middle name, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Sir Red.
I mean, Pickle just answered it. He'll be better. He'll be better in some regards, but I am predicting that he'll be different.
Okay, so hold on.
He won't electrify the NFL like Michael Vick did. He doesn't have that sort of talent. He'll throw for more yards than Michael Vick ever did. He'll incorporate his receivers more, and he'll run a more well-rounded offense. In that regard, he'll be better than Michael Vick.
So it is going to be Matty, Ice, Ryan, then Michael Penix, then Kirk Cousins, then Michael
He's
Vick.
sort of like a blend between the two, isn't he? He's like Matt Ryan a little bit, and they got a little bit of Vic. He's more mobile.
No, he ain't got no Vic in him at all. Whoa, hold on.
Yeah,
Just 'cause
he
not
really
saying it does
does.
not mean
He's not a statue. Pop,
He don't
he's
have
not.
the
He's
speed.
not a.
He don't have the
He's
speed
not.
of Vic either.
He doesn't have the speed, but he's not a statue.
Pickle,
he
back
ain't
me
Vic.
up on this, Pickle.
He ain't Vic.
Pickle,
Cut that
please.
shit out.
No one is Vic, but he's not a statue. That's
He
my
ain't,
point.
he ain't close to Vic though.
Yeah, you don't want him to be Vic. I mean, Red.
I know I don't want him to be Vic.
How many playoffs did Michael Vick win for you?
I think 3.
Exactly. You want more than 3 playoff wins, don't you?
Absolutely.
About how many
Exactly. You don't want it. Listen, Michael
Actually,
Vick was
I want him to
great.
be the greatest. I want him to be the greatest Falcons quarterback that it is, just like y'all want Bryce Young. Because
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa,
I want him to do what Matt
stop.
Ryan
He said that, Red.
You know, I'm
didn't do. I want him to bring home a Lombardi.
I'm getting ready to pour gas on a fire here, folks. And you may not like it. I want Bryce Young to be better than Cam Newton. Cam Newton didn't win no Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl win. If Cam Newton goes and takes, or if Bryce Young takes us and wins the Super Bowl, listen, somebody says he's better than Cam Newton. You may not like it, but he would be.
Pickle, guess what? They say when you get old, you can't help but tell the truth.
Yeah.
I'm saying a different way. Me and you are too old to say stupid shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course I want Michael Penix to be. Of course I want Michael Penix to be better than Matt Ryan.
You just said
was,
stupid shit
Matt
just now.
Ryan didn't win a Super
Hell
Bowl.
no, Red.
Right.
And
Red.
I'm not in my feelings. I'm not in my
Red.
feelings. So
Red.
I'll tell
Relax.
you what. I'll
Red.
tell you what.
Just give me your list. Is Matt Ryan, Michael Penix, Kirk Cousins, then Michael Vick? Is that how your list is looking?
It's Matt Ryan. So that you understand it clearly, hear it clearly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I got some.
Okay. And Falcons lore.
Concerns.
It's Matt Ryan for me, Michael Vick.
Matt Ryan.
Steve
No, it's gonna be
Bartkowski.
Michael.
No. Listen. You ask the question, I'll give you the answer.
Go ahead.
Matt Ryan, Michael Vick, Steve Bartkowski, and as far as I'm concerned, Michael Penix. I don't count Brett Favre because he never did shit with the Falcons. I don't count Kirk Cousins because he never did shit with the Falcons. My hope is in Michael Penix. Yeah. You asked me, so I'm giving no matter how painful it is. Here's my answer for you. Okay.
Who's it painful for?
You.
Who's gonna be?
You. About the Falcons?
That's y'all. That is y'all historical. You know what I'm saying?
But Cody,
Yeah.
I patiently, just kind of.
Cool.
I knew it wasn't appropriate to butt in while y'all was doing y'all thing, but I did have a question for you. You're saying like the topic of the platform today, the discussion was NFC South title, right?
Yeah, like who's
So what I'd like to ask is, how many wins do you guys think it will take to win the NFC South this year? And what do you think your offense and defensive output would have to be to go from where you were at? I'm trying to talk to Cody right now.
No. Check this out. Look, I said I was after Pop. No. I said I was after Pop. You trying to go off into another conversation?
I was just trying to
get
back.
let me answer this question, and then I'm gonna give you the mic. Then I'm gonna
It's gonna be irrelevant after that.
He did say any last questions before we move on. My bad, Twan. You're right.
Yeah. So my thing is, for people don't know, like me and Red spar hard. That's my guy. I love him to death. Divine 9, if you know about that, you know about it. If you don't, you don't.
And I love Twan to life, y'all.
So we got a deep relationship. But this the thing though. But I gotta get on his ass though. He gonna get on me. But see, Swarm, when he said he had to call for that backup, and Pop Swarm talk about calling for that damn backup, and sometimes you don't know if he's gonna call in some Falcons reinforcement or if he's gonna call in some other Panthers that don't fuck with Bryce Young. And he know exactly what I'm gonna have to deal with that shit in the future because I'm gonna have to deal with all of them. You know what I'm saying?
That's on you.
But truth is truth. You feel me?
That ain't got nothing to do with Red Swarm. That's on you.
No, you're right. But I've heard when people say, the thing with I ain't gonna say no names or whatever. It's all competition. It's all entertainment. I never turn it into anything other than that. Only idiots want to fight and not be friends and all that other shit from some damn sports channels.
Right.
But the thing is, that's what makes the shit entertaining. Calling people on their shit. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, bringing up things or whatever. But Red is comfortable on some shows with the Panthers because they feel the same way that he does.
Hey, Cody, let me ask you a question.
That might have been a bar. I ain't gonna lie, Red. Did you hear that? That might be a bar.
Pickle, Jake.
He's not gonna get that energy over here. He ain't gonna get that energy.
Hold on, let me hear some more, and then I gotta introduce somebody.
Now, see, you hear that?
Swarm, you are good people with me too.
Cody, have you ever felt like I felt uncomfortable over here with C3 Panthers?
No.
Nah, nobody ever feels uncomfortable over at C3.
No, I didn't say he was
everybody
uncomfortable
feel
over here.
comfortable.
I didn't say he was I said he's not gonna get the same response over here.
You did say uncomfortable. That's
if I said uncomfortable, then I apologize. That's not what I meant. I meant. Because you ain't scared of nothing.
So,
you ain't scared
hey man, let me rotate some people in here, man. We got my man Alex D, 814 Panthers, holding it down on the West Coast. That's the left coast. Alex, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Cody? Happy Friday, fellas. How you guys
Happy
doing?
Friday, brother. Hey man, how you feeling about this division real quick? Who do you think poses the biggest roadblock to the Carolina Panthers winning the NFC South in 2025?
Well, it's definitely got to be Tampa Bay, just because they've won it the last 4 years. Obviously, Atlanta and Carolina, I would say they're like neck and neck, like to making that next step. But yeah, it's going to be Tampa Bay. New Orleans is kind of on the downfall right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'd say it's Tampa Bay for sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. Listen, I tend to agree with you. Listen, I want to move on the conversation to the New Orleans Saints, and I'm going to start by playing some disrespect,
Not you.
How about Kamara
Another Atlanta boy.
I ain't never want to hear him talk.
Taking some sneak disses, bro.
When they arrive at NFL stadiums, I want you to rank how. Yeah, the energy inside the stadium without knowing what comes next. Okay, how about Carolina Panthers Stadium?
Oh shit! Fuck 0.
0.
That's it 4. If I had to redo it, Carolina would be last for sure.
Carolina would be last.
Yeah, then it'll probably be what I do. Tampa would probably be second. Detroit third. What was the other two?
Dallas Cowboys and Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs 1, Dallas 4.
That's not a bad list.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Derrick Brown smacks him in the mouth again.
Cody, he still got a concussion from his head bouncing off the ground for Derrick Brown the first time.
Everybody knows that Kansas City got the shittiest stadium in football.
Yes.
They already ranked them. They already ranked that shit.
Twan. Yeah. Now you and I agree on that.
Come on, bro. What the fuck? This is emotion right there, bro.
Alvin Kamara's just running his lip, trying to get entertaining. He's got, he can't keep his hands off people in a bar, and that haunts him, and nobody's going to forget that shit. Okay? He's just trying to get, right now his team sucks. He looks like a wuss when he's on the field because he seems like he can't take a little beating, can't take a little punishment. He got cry with injury. And, he's from Tennessee. He's from Tennessee.
Man,
I call his
when
ass
the
out on that.
Falcons,
All right, man. Can I say something?
Tennessee's actually with his own players.
Can I say something?
Mercedes-Benz Stadium, then New Orleans should have shut that bullshit, that big ass bowls that they playing. They should have shut that shit off. The real Mercedes-Benz Stadium is in fucking Atlanta. It ain't in fucking New Orleans.
That's true.
They play on a gold bowl of cereal every fucking Sunday.
So y'all, listen, man. Y'all know me. Y'all know I have a disease. Everybody knows I have a disease.
Yeah, you sick as hell.
That disease is called I keeps it real 100% of the fucking time, bro.
Cody laugh.
Why you lying? No, I'm kidding.
I thought it was something you had to get a shot.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I have a disease. I got a real disease, pops. I can't not keep it real.
I rock with you. I like that.
Over the past few years, have we not all been bitching and complaining that Panther fans don't pack the stadium, that we let other fans overrun our fucking stadium?
Still happens to this day.
How is he wrong? What did he say that was wrong? I don't think
it's just because it's him. It's just because it's him.
That's what I'm saying.
It's because it's him.
That's what
I don't
I'm
want to hear
saying.
that shit from him.
Nobody wants to hear a
I've
New
never
Orleans
denied
Saint
that.
talk shit about our stadium, and that's why we're all pissed off. But that man didn't say not one fucking wrong word. And what he said, hold on. We are trying to change the culture right now. Right now, we're trying to change it. We have not done so yet. Now, we all know that the Panthers can make that bitch rock, but it has not been that way in forever. Forever.
So keep it real. And what was the question again before he answered? What was the question?
The question was rank the energy in the stadiums. Yeah, rank the atmosphere and the energy in the stadiums.
All right, so let me go ahead and tell you something. I'm glad Swan Mom here because he knows too. My wife is from New Orleans. She's an avid Saints fan.
The Superdome is rocking, bro.
It's lit. You ready for this? You ready for
It's
this?
lit. It's lit.
Yeah, it was. But guess what? They've lost. They lost over 35% of their ticket holders. Them crowds in that stadium ain't like it used to be, where you had to find somewhere to sit. It's very blotchy now. It is not on fire anymore. It's not. You know when to stop? Tell them, Swan. When Drew Brees exited that damn stadium, a lot of motherfuckers went with him, bro. So I motherfucking the Saints.
I can see that.
I have said for this whole offseason,
Pickle and then
I'm seeing the real New Orleans Saint fans, the guys with the bags over their head. That's exactly this. All them guys, all them fans you saw when Breeze and Peyton were there.
Fair weather.
Those are not real Saints, man. Those are the same bandwagon motherfuckers that
There you
follow
go, Pickle.
franchises from winter to winter to winter.
There
And
you
the
go,
bottom
Pickle.
line is they don't know jack shit about the NFL. They don't know jack shit about a struggling fan who comes up the hard way. All they know is I'm going to follow a winner. So they jump from one fan base to another, sometimes per week, per season.
Hey, Jay,
real.
let me say that. Let me say this real quick, Cody. The reason why I fuck with every one of y'all that's on this podcast tonight, man, is because of what Pickle just said. Win, lose, or draw, y'all are here. Sometimes I get a little strong emotionally. You know,
We all
I might
do.
get it, and I might get in my feelings. But every one of you men that's up here tonight, I've seen y'all through in and out, win, lose, or draw for y'all's team, and I show up just the same.
We some diehards over here, brother.
That's right. That's right, Cody. So, Pickle, I respect what you said, and you're right. Them some fair weather motherfucking fans down there in New Orleans.
Yep.
Them bitches won't show. In fact, I heard one of them say this, and I'm gonna tell y'all. Now, it might sound crazy, but I heard one of them say this. He said, "We don't support no loser in New Orleans." I said, "Well, I guess you ain't a Saints fan."
Nope.
Cause y'all some.
Hey, but you know what's incredible about that, Swarm? Most of their existence, they've been a bunch of fucking losers.
I see the brown bag.
I
see the
remember
brown
when they
bag
had
first
that.
with them,
They
yeah.
had them brown bags on their fucking
Tell me the
head,
Saints. When you say the New Orleans
looking
Saints, Cody,
miserable,
that's what I see.
looking pathetic.
Didn't Tampa do the same thing too?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, bro. They were Tampa and New Orleans have been some of the worst franchises as soon as they entered into the NFL. bro.
Hey, and one last thing. Florida fans in general don't go to shit.
But the beach.
You remember when Miami was in the finals every year and they showed up at halftime.
And bro, you know what's
They were
one?
the best baseball fucking team
And
that
look,
one year,
Twan.
and they didn't even show up for the World Series.
And you notice how nobody says Tampa has an incredible energy, your atmosphere.
Tommy John said
No,
that
and
like-
they've already won the Super Bowl. They had Tom Brady on their team. Nobody says that Tampa's a hard place to play. Let me go to Jake, and then I'm gonna go to Michael. Go ahead, Jake. After you speak, it's that dingling.
I just want to say real quick, like I've been saying it for so long, like for us to get that fan base back. What is
Pause. I was just laughing at what Cody said.
No. I said he was
saying that what?
No, I said he was sipping on that dingling.
I
It's
thought
a
you said
beer, bro.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't hear that. I thought you said.
I'm so damn sus on my pod right now, bro.
Wow.
Cody.
Open the damn ears, bro.
Cody,
Come on now.
You said jangalang like Bernie Mac from Life.
No, oh
No,
my God.
We
sipping
all
on that
heard it. We just ain't saying that. I'm gonna let that shit
dingling.
go.
Y'all heard that shit wrong. Go ahead.
I've been saying a lot of us have been saying it. Like I'm not surprised that the Bank of America Stadium is not filled out with Panthers fans. I mean, we've been an embarrassment to the division, not just to ourselves, to the division itself. Like going on 7-8 years now. And in order for them to get them fans back, and I'm not just talking about the bandwagon, because we have some of the most bandwagon fans ever too. Like that ain't no joke. It ain't just the Saints. We have bandwagon fans too. But in order for us to get them, like the OG fans, like in order for us to get them back to the bank, we have to start winning. Plain and simple. It's not that hard. We have to win football games
100%.
in order to pack that bank up again with our fans, our true friends.
Hey, Jake,
100%.
or Tampa can get smart and sell that bitch out by lowering food prices like our
Yeah.
bank did. It ain't the team.
Yeah,
It
that's
ain't
true.
the team,
You're
it's
right.
the damn food prices.
Tony, my friend, I want to put Tony on the spot here.
All right.
I want that Baker Mayfield emoji off the thing.
The Baker bottom.
That Baker bottom shit.
Oh, I haven't even checked the emojis in a minute. That's
You
still
need
up
to
there?
put Baker suck on that shit. Yeah, even the rap mules on there. Remove that
Yeah, we got to do some upgrading this year. That's for damn
upgrade
sure.
it.
That is for damn sure. Let me go to Michael. Michael, did you
You
hear?
only get to use those if you're a member of C3.
No, you're right. We gotta do a lot of upgrading before the start of the season, and we will. Michael, do you take any umbrage with what Alvin Kamara said, that the Panthers have zero energy in their stadium?
You know what? Honestly, he can talk all the shit he wants, because you know what? I don't give a fuck what he says, bro. Because you know what? Honestly, any fucking player can say our fucking fan base has been worse. And I'm not going to lie, it has been. But you know what? Like Jake said, in order for us to get that bank packing, we need to fucking start winning games. So guess what? We need to wake the fuck up and say, you know what? It's time. Quit the bullshitting. Quit the fucking around. Get to fucking work and stay fucking focused. Stay locked in on what you fucking do. And guess what? We will be okay. I want to see Bryce Young succeed this year. And guess what? You know what? It pisses me off when we fucking lose a lot of games, bro. Because, again, yes, our stadium has been packed with other fucking fans. And that's fucking bullshit, bro.
Hey, Michael, I'm gonna call your mom, bro.
Bro,
you've been doing a lot of cursing lately. I ain't,
Let that man rock. Let that man rock.
But
This ain't-
Mike,
this-
talk
this-
your
this-
shit,
this-
Mike.
do this.
That man said, fuck him.
I'm gonna call your mom and tell on your ass, bro.
You good, Michael? Talk that shit, Michael.
Michael, are you underage?
Y'all done made him a demon.
No, I'm fucking 30 years old.
Exactly. Shut up, man. Shut the
I'm
hell
a
up.
fucking adult, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hey,
I can cuss. I can cuss, but you know, when I'm around my elders, I have to respect them. But
That's right. That's right.
That's a good dude right there. Hell
When
yeah.
I'm not around, but when I'm not around anybody, and if I'm by myself, I can cuss.
Let
them
it fly.
fuck
Hell yeah.
You can't
Fucking let it fly.
You know what?
Drop them F-bombs. Let me tell you bomber, bro.
Let me tell you something. The only people that I've ever cussed in front of, and I kid you not, was my father. I kid you not. I was so fucking
Dad
pissed
knows
off
what's
one
up.
day, and he heard me cuss the fuck off.
That's a lie.
And he didn't
cussed
give
in
a
front of God
shit.
too.
He
He
didn't
cussed
give
in
a
front of
shit.
God. That's two
Hey,
people.
Cody.
Hey,
That's
let me
two
pass.
Cody,
Hey,
Cody,
let me pass.
I'm sorry to interrupt, man. I got to jump out real quick, but I
All
want
right,
to say,
Swarm.
All right,
one
Swarm.
last thing before I part, fellas.
Yeah,
And
go
I
ahead,
mean-
brother.
And I'm over here, and y'all
What
know
you gotta
I
say to
talk
me, Red?
shit. No, popping. This ain't this. Well, I'm saying this to all of y'all. So I come over here and I talk my shit. I go around and I talk my shit. But let me tell y'all something. I saw them Bucs last year, and they can be had. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, and this ain't no troll, this ain't no bullshit, this ain't no cap. This coming from Red Swarm. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers would not win the NFC South this year. My prediction is, as much as it hurts me to say this, it's going to either be the Carolina Panthers or the Atlanta Falcons. That's all I got to say, fellas.
I like to hear it. Hey,
Go Red.
I
You've been saying this, and I got a co-signer on that because you know I always give Red hell. Red give me hell.
Yeah.
Very intellectual person.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, he's my long distance uncle for real.
Yeah.
For real. But he's been saying that since the longest. Like for real, he's been saying that, and I can't say that we're gonna Red. This I'm being straight up honest.
Yeah.
Y'all should be toting the mantle, but we're so close on your ass if things turn out the right way.
Like people said, we right there
just
with each
because
other,
of the
man.
continuity.
Yeah.
Just because of the continuity. We
Yeah.
both got the same questions, our quarterback.
Yeah.
And they both were number 9 too. Go ahead, Jake.
Before Red Swarm gets out, I just want to say, man, I appreciate you always coming here, man. Because hey, without that, you always keep it 100 with us too,
Yes,
man. I
sir.
appreciate that.
I love y'all boys.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Outside perspective sometimes.
So
I'm
have
going to pick
similarities.
up- I'm going
They
to
got a
pick up my
second
white
year. They got a
Chipotle,
second
y'all.
year coach too.
Hey, Swarm, you're good people. I don't care what they say about you, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll throw this out there.
Yeah, pick.
When the Bucs fall, and I believe they'll fall this year.
Yeah.
When they fall, they're not getting up for several seasons.
You're right.
They're not when they fall, they're gonna fall hard. They won't get up for several seasons. And it wouldn't shock me none for them to do a rebuild in that time.
I agree with you, Pickle. 100. All right, I'll catch y'all next Friday, fellas.
All right, Swan, keep it real, brother.
All
We
right, Red,
appreciate you, man.
keep it in the trees.
Yes,
Keep it in the
sir.
trees.
Hey, Swan, keep pounding, brother.
Hey, now that Swan's gone, fuck the Falcons. They ain't making that.
Yeah.
Man, you supposed to keep that energy while you're here.
Fuck on, man. Fuck the Falcons.
Wow.
Don't wait for him to leave. Different
Hey,
choice
man,
before
shout out to shout out to Salesman in the chat. What's up, Salesman? Said Kamara and Lion, one of the worst atmospheres in pro sports, gotten 100 times worse since Tepper's bum ass bought the joint. Damn, bro. Ooh-wee. Let me go to Alex. Alex, is there any truth to that? Is Alvin Kamara wrong saying we have the worst energy?
Dude, this comment right here, I kind of agree. I mean, we haven't been good. It's been bad. You guys have alluded to it. You guys have said we got other people's teams in their jerseys in our stadium, bro. Like it's a laughing stock right now in Carolina. So it's just like it's hard for to deny what Kamara said, and obviously he's not going to be like, oh yeah, I love the Carolina stadium. Like he plays for the Saints, so it's like. He's not gonna give us any.
He's supposed to put us last.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, it's gonna change when we win, and it's gonna happen when we win. I mean, we're gonna have our fans in those seats, and it's gonna be loud in there. I mean, it was 2015 was crazy, like crazy. I mean, Joe Buck even said it's shaking in here, man. It is shaking.
See it on TV.
Man,
Shaking.
I'm gonna try and find a video of it too. This video of the camera shaking when
I've seen
Jonathan Stewart takes it to the house on the Seattle Seahawks in the playoffs. We were rumbling in that shit.
That NFC Championship, though, man, was fucking special, man.
Special.
I've never seen a crowd like that. I wish I was there. I
was there. I was at that game. The Cardinals.
If I may say to the older fans, you've got to understand the NFL is about adapting. Just because we don't win, if we win a lot of games this year and it's not power running game, you got to accept we're still winning. Just because we're winning with a short quarterback and a okay defense, don't mean we need to suck and we need to abandon ship.
Man, if it says W at the end of the game,
I don't care how we win. Once we start winning,
if it's a W, bro, I don't care.
Right. Well, we're going to be like that though, because we're core. We're going to be like that. But I'm talking to the folks who continually have found it profitable to sell their seats to opposing fans.
Yeah, I'm tired of that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Everybody does that. Hold on, everybody does that. Let me go to Cole. Cole, tell me the truth about it, man. Was there any fallacy to what Alvin Kamara said?
No, because we ain't done shit in 10 years. What you think the atmosphere?
Pretty simple. Pretty simple.
I mean, he's our division rival. Of course, he's going to put us last. He's supposed to. He doesn't have any kind of hate.
We won in 2017. We won then.
But listen, we're not saying that it's impossible because we have seen the pan. Yeah, we've seen it. We've been a part of it. But man, we're trying to rebuild that. Think about how many questions we're asking this year about the team. We're asking about, can we have a serviceable defense? Bill Poland said we didn't even have a professional defense last year, and we damn sure didn't. Gave up the most points in NFL history. We're still wondering if we have a franchise quarterback under center. Most of us are hopeful that we are.
We do.
But right now, the jury's still out. Let me get my man Diesel Skills in on this conversation. Deez, talk to me, brother. Help me make some sense of this.
Well, it's awesome that Salesman jumped in this conversation because he's been the biggest adversary of Dave Tepper. And Dave Tepper has had a ton of blunders. Matt Rule never should have been hired. The fans were quick to point that out. And that was a complete disaster. And he's been on his ass ever since. And the Frank Reich debacle was even worse than the Matt Rule hire, to be honest. And I didn't even think that was possible. The way they tore down the team and did the rebuild was the worst possible way they could. It's like ripping off the Band-Aid when you're still bleeding. And like that's literally what we did. And it was just a horrible, horrible first few years for Tepper in rebuilding this team. Thank God we've got Dan Morgan here now that has some sense about football and how to build a team going forward. Because if the Carolina Panthers actually do have a good offense, which I believe that we do, and we score near 30 points, we'll put butts in seats. If we play good football and exciting football, airing the ball out, running the ball, it doesn't matter. Just like somebody said in the chat, it doesn't matter which way that we win. If we just put up points each and every game, get close to that 24, 27 points per game, fans will come and watch this Carolina Panthers team. But fans aren't going to come watch a 2 and 15 team, Cody. There's no reason to show up. You might as well sell. Why do you want to go watch the Panthers get thumped? I went to a lot of games during that.
Yeah.
Period. I really did, and it sucked. Like Sam Darnold throwing 3 picks and us losing the game, especially at the end of the game when we needed a big play and he throws an interception that's returned for a touchdown. Man, it's so deflating. And you're watching people that you know that literally pull for the Patriots, smile and wink and laugh at you because your team just couldn't do it when it counted. And I get that. I went to the Steelers game, and that was the worst experience I've ever had at Bank of America Stadium because I was completely surrounded by Steelers fans. Deontay Johnson was going the heck off. He was torching our defense, and the towels were waving all around me, and all I could do was cheer for my team. They were telling me to quiet down. I was like, no. I was like, it's a 1-score game. I'm not giving up on my team. I'm gonna yell. I don't care if you like it or not.
For you, D's.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got something to say too.
Was that harder to watch or seeing Cam Newton in a Patriots jersey?
They Well, that's what I was talking about, right? So they screwed that up too, the way that Cam left out of here, and that's what I'm talking about: mending fences with Cam Newton, bringing him back, get him into the fold of this team. He needs to have a presence within that stadium to some extent because we haven't healed that. I think is what you're getting at.
Yeah, but which one was harder to see? Because I ain't gonna lie, seeing Cam in a Patriots jersey,
It was
I hate
weird
the
as
Patriots.
hell.
I'm sorry. I listen. The 3 teams that I hate, and Lord knows I don't use hate.
It hurt me, but I want him to beat the shit out of us.
But from a sports fan, I hate Denver Broncos. I hate the Patriots. I hate the Saints. Not the people, just the organizations. All right. Seeing Cam in that Patriots jersey, it did something to me, man. So I was just wondering if he was on that same ride.
But Carolina put him in that jersey.
Yeah, and I think seeing a shell of Cam Newton was worse to see than.
Yeah, I agree with that. The shell, that was horrible, man.
Man, he didn't have nobody on that team with him. Nobody. They all called out for Cody.
But at the same time,
he still threw for 450 yards in one of them games.
That's true. But I at that moment I realized just how shot his arm was, man. Like when I seen how he threw it, like he just had a fucking loft. Like if he knows how he threw football, like that shit was up there in the air forever, ever before it hit the wide receiver. I'm like, yeah, man, I hate that. Like his arm.
I don't know, Jake. That's what I think about Bryce balls. They be up in the air forever.
No, not as bad as how.
Oh, Pop's talking about balls.
You waited for that one.
I mean, you did it to me, bro. You did it to me.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Cody, I want to say something about the seats, though, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the thing with the seats thing is this. David Tepper decided that he was going to go up in the price of the seats when we were at our very fucking worst.
Yeah.
Like, we coming in 2 games this year, 4 this year, 5, and then this motherfucker, for whatever in his greedy ass brain, said, I think I'm going to go up on the price of the seats before I do any renovations or whatever. I think you're going to see I think you're going to see a lot of people stay at home watching games over the next couple of years. I mean, because people ain't going to be able to afford these fucking games no more, bro. And I'm not trying to get political, but with everything that's going on in the world, it's people ain't gonna be able to afford this shit.
You're
Families can't go to that shit.
A lot of people haven't been able to.
Average family
spend their
can't
money
go.
elsewhere, bro.
That's league wide, and that's completely.
That's what I said. League wide.
It's not just on, and and I'm gonna say this about Cam.
So you would think that the owners would say, "Let me help y'all the real fans out." And
they care about that money, bro. That money, man.
They ain't dropping shit.
Pickle and then Jake.
I want to say this about Cam's release. I understand, what people are saying. To me, for myself, releasing Cam wasn't, and the way they did that whole offseason wasn't the fact they did it is how they did it, and it was all done in one offseason. And it was how they did it. It was the fact that
it was so abrupt.
They signed Shaq Thompson. They re-signed Shaq Thompson to a big contract in December. I said right then. I said that there's a bigger issue. They never do this. This something's up. A month later, Luke Kuechly retires. They knew Luke was retiring in December. And Olsen's gone, and then
right, all of that in one off season.
Yeah, it's how they did it. I'll just say it, if they would have brought a professional and not a real live head coach, a professional NFL head coach, he would have seen the writing on the wall that we needed to rebuild, but I believe he would have done that with respect to the players, and the understanding of it. It would not have hurt you one damn little bit to hold on Cam Newton for 1 year, more years.
Also,
he had 1 year left on his contract.
But remember, let me add on to that, Pickle. You remember Matt Rule in interviews leading up to it was like, "Oh, I'm excited to have Cam as my quarterback. I'm excited for what this offense is going to be under Cam Newton." Lying the entire fucking time.
Well, I mean,
knowing that he never had any intention
Right.
of keeping Cam Newton for that year.
Right.
Then
right.
to go to Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Bro, it's such a fucking disrespectful move.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake.
You remember
My
Cam
bad.
said,
No,
y'all
you
chose
good.
that over me? Y'all chose
Yeah.
that?
Go ahead, Jake.
But no, I agree with what Twan said. Like the prices on tickets in general went up, and I mean I know they in a way they kind of got to do it, but at the same time I don't understand it because we ain't won shit. Like we haven't done shit in 7, 8 years. I mean I keep repeating the same shit, but I understand that every team does it. Every team ups the game prices, the food prices, all that shit. But in a way, I mean. I try not to talk too much shit about David Tepper because he has done a lot, especially for the mountains, the hurricane and shit. He's donated a whole bunch of money and stuff. So in my regards, he has kind of like made my view on him way better than it used to be because it used to be shit. Like I ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say that I always liked David Tepper because that's definitely false. Like I have moments where I couldn't stand David Tepper, but in like recent memory, he has kind of brought my viewership, like just my overall, view on him in a good regards, not a bad regards. But
Right.
I do think we have to start winning football games. Like I can understand if we made it to playoffs and he ups the prices, but we ain't been to playoffs in years, y'all. Like I just
Yeah.
I don't really understand that because like they made that deal with Charlotte, like that a lot of that money's not coming out of his pocket. Like it's really not. A lot of that money's not coming out of his pocket.
I have an opinion about that.
Go ahead.
Y'all
go ahead.
know I'm an NFL guy.
He
and
is
I'm a
putting
Panther
out.
fan,
He is
but
putting
I'm-
out a lot of money
no,
though now.
But to be bluntly honest,
He gets it back.
it doesn't matter. I don't think a taxpayer. I don't think a taxpayer in America, don't care what city you're from or team you're on, should pay one dime for an NFL stadium. It's not. To me, it's not
agree.
even Tepper.
I
To me,
agree.
it's not even Tepper. The Charlotte City Council said, "Yeah, we'll pay for that." All right, if you live in Charlotte, you don't like it, vote them motherfuckers out of office.
Hey, that one woman. Hey, no wait.
The ones that did that.
That
go
one
ahead.
woman. Hey, that woman.
Cody, it
Cody
ain't
knows
really
what
a
I'm talking about.
tax on y'all.
That
Yeah.
one woman. Hey, look, that one woman on that council, she grilled the shit about us. She's like, they ain't been shit
she
years.
was, and she was right. But
She
at the
was.
very same time, St. Louis did it. St. Louis did it with the Rams. They said, "We're not building you a fucking new stadium." And they said, "We'll leave." I said, "Well, go. There's a door."
And by the way,
And
to
they
add,
kept
to add
They
on
sure did.
to add on top of that pick,
And now what's St. Louis
there
doing wanting
was
the team back?
there was no place
Yeah,
for David
but I mean-
Tepper to go with the Panthers. There's already 2 teams in LA. Where
Right.
would Carolina even go? It's not like
Cody, don't
David
say
Tepper
that.
could threaten
Well,
to go
but
somewhere.
you're.
They'd find
Cody,
somewhere. Don't say that.
I understand that, but
Hey,
if
Cole, don't get me started.
if I was the city of Charlotte, I would have pulled his bluff. I'd have said, "Well, listen, till you win, number one, we won an indoor stadium, so we get a Super Bowl. Number two, we want natural grass and one of them slide out fields. And number three, you want any money off us, you're going to have to prove that you know how to run another franchise."
Right, and grass. And grass.
That would have been my point.
Grass,
And if Tepper said, "I'll leave," they said, "Well, go. You know where the airport is, don't you?" I'd have said, "Go." And then, once Tepper looked up and said, "Charlotte, let's talk again," and then we'd have talked.
Yeah.
Y'all just wait till we get them renovations, Cody. You'll change your perspective on it.
I mean, hey, look, what's done is done. I'm not here bitching about it. Y'all know I live right by the stadium. I love the Panthers being right down the street from me. I'm happy that they're able to stay. My thing is, I just want us to finally have that atmosphere where people can revere Panther fans.
It will, bro. It's gonna be
Again,
about the stadium soon.
The Bills. Hold on, Pickle. The Bills spent
Right,
$2 billion fucking dollars on their stadium, and we're not spending anywhere near that. And Tepper, you act like Tepper's not paying for this. Tepper's got skin in the game. He said
He
he'd take
does.
care of everything over the expenses. And you know good and well the construction project is going to go over the expenses allotted. And every other franchise gets their city to help. So I don't see why the Panthers can't get the city to help. And then, like, you can see it right there in the chat from James Bunn, a good comment there. It was from a fund that couldn't be accessed otherwise. So it had to be hospitality. So I don't think it's a bad deal at all for the city of Charlotte to keep the Carolina Panthers locked in here for another 15 years. That's a great deal. The stadium was old as hell. The stadium has drainage problems. It needs renovation badly. It has needed it badly for years, and that's Jerry's fault, and you know that. So to say that to pull out on this from Tepper is just not a good idea, in my opinion. You saw what he did in Rock Hill. He had this still in the ground. He had what, $200 million in that already, and just walked away from it. You don't think he would have walked away from Charlotte? That's exactly what he would have done. Instead of the Panthers for another 15 years. But
that's a great point, dude.
I want to rebuttal that. I want to rebuttal that.
I agree with these. Go ahead, Twan. I'll go after you.
Yeah, man. Listen, it is never. I'm with Pickle. It is never people's responsibility to spend their tax money on a fucking stadium. What if I don't even like football? You know what I'm saying? I don't watch soccer. I wish you would try to put some shit on my taxes for the Carolina Football Club or whatever. It is never, especially with what's going on right now. The citizens' right to pay for some shit that they don't even have an interest in. My thing is this: in terms of, okay, so check this out. David Tepper essentially bought Jerry Richardson's house as is. So whose responsibility is to fix it up and get the water right and the plumbing and all that shit? You bought the house.
But I will say this though: what about the people that don't mind paying the taxes on the stadium because they know that the fans, or not necessarily the fans, but the other jobs around the community that the Panthers will end up.
To put it simple and plain, there's more shit going on in the world besides football, bro.
Well, that's true. But
go ahead, Pop.
I think
Pop
y'all lose it. The main point, especially with diesel skills, to bring it all the way home, is from a economic standpoint. The economic standpoint is that what he's doing, even though some people, like for instance, how many people out here don't like paying road tax? I don't like paying road tax, but I fucking need roads. You're gonna drive on them anyway.
Them tolls, man, they make hellacious money.
Or the fire department, or the police department.
But
all of
some of those things are as a necessity. Okay, we just went through it. We all lived through where there was no freaking jobs. JOBs. He is actually providing more jobs to the Carolinas in Charlotte.
That's true too.
He does not have that one team playing in there. He has how many?
Two
teams playing in that stadium.
And by the way, that team is pretty good, apparently.
All that tells me is that he can afford to make any fixes.
Y'all probably have not been here. Y'all probably have not been.
I don't even know.
In a minute during soccer season. It goes bananas downtown.
It does.
I was there. Yeah,
I want to go to that game.
I'm telling y'all. This is an infrastructure that he's putting in from an economical standpoint that helps people that live somewhere close around the radius. That if you cannot have a job, guess what? You can at least come and sweep around the stadium. You can at least come and serve popcorn. It's just don't look at it from. I agree. There is probably some people that do not like sports, but when it comes to an economic standpoint, it's more better than it is worse.
And all the surrounding businesses that thrive off of the tourism around the stadium, the breweries, the restaurants,
absolutely,
DoorDash and Uber. Like it's a ripple.
All that shit existed before David Tepper got.
Is there a Buffalo soccer team? Is there a St. Louis Rams soccer team?
I think. No, go ahead, Pickle. Go ahead.
Just quickly, I just want to say, I understand what y'all saying, the one thing that gets me more than anything else, and I'll blame this on Tepper, and if I'm wrong, somebody will tell me about it. There's no way you're going to convince me. That excuse that they're saving money by having turf field is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
That's
Yeah, I
some
agree.
bullshit.
100%.
That's bullshit.
100%. Yep.
Because you're
I
not
agree.
going to tell me that every time, or a lot of times, not every time, a lot of times when you have a soccer game, you put a whole grass field with real dirt on top of that turf, and when the match is over, you remove it all up so that turf, so your NFL players can play on that turf shit. That's bullshit. And I blame the NFLPA on that.
Go ahead,
I just want to say, I mean, if there's one thing you can give David Tepper, he's a smart businessman. He honestly really is a smart businessman. And besides that point, I mean, when's the last time you ever seen when? I don't like speaking ill on the dead or anything like that. When's the last time you ever seen Jerry Richardson pour a beer for a fan? Never. Ever have you seen that happen? David Tepper, that dude was in bars all the time. Maybe not in a good light sometimes either. Because
You ain't never seen Richardson dump a drink on the fan either.
That is also true.
That's what he was gonna say.
And I like Tepper did that.
I love it.
I do. Yeah, I do too.
You know what?
Especially when we learn to be. Especially when we learn the reason behind it.
No.
If you was
When you learn the reason behind it, I don't mind it.
Hold on.
Yes, he was talking about our hurt player.
Any one of us, if you was on that field and you ended your career and your boss was defending you, and the only thing he could do was pour a drink, man, kudos to him.
Yeah,
kudos
I
to
agree.
him. So let's relax when we talk about, okay, he didn't spend a whole bunch of money. He got money that we don't. $200-something million is
stupid money.
And by the way, Twan,
stupid money.
don't hit the player, hit the game, bro. That's
Hate
what
the
they
game.
all do. That's
They
what
do.
all these owners do. Why am I going to get mad at David Tepper for doing what literally all the other owners in the NFL, except for a couple of them?
How many teams are in the NFL, Cody?
So let's have a real conversation.
It's
So you
32
said
teams.
because-
What is half of 32?
Quick map. Fucking 17. No,
17 teams have turf. So we're no different than any other team. So we need to just shut the fuck up and stop.
Okay, so let me get this right. So y'all saying because other people do wrong, it's okay for him to do. You should just follow in the line of doing wrong shit.
No, Twan, I'm not saying you have to
No,
like
that's
it.
exactly what you just said.
I'm
bro.
saying, why am I gonna bear it? Why am I gonna have an axe to grind against David Tepper for doing what literally all other owners do? No matter how much you bitch and
It
complain
don't
about
make
it,
it right, Cody.
it still means that the Panthers are gonna stay here in Charlotte, and I like that, man.
I'm so glad. Like, and when we talked about that too, I was going to add that point. Thank God that the bank ain't going nowhere for at least 10 years. Man, I'm so glad about that. I mean, the bank is like literally 25 minutes down the road from me. Like, bro, I love that, man. Every time I go, if I just drive by that thing, man, like it's literally a surreal moment.
And by the way, C3 Legion is going to descend on the bank for
I will be
fan
there.
fest.
I got my ticket.
And we're going to be able to do it because the boys are right next to the bitch, bro. Let's go.
I promise you, if we printed out a list of all the things that North Carolinians, people that live in North Carolina, pay taxes for, the last thing would be what we talking about for the Carolina Panthers. I promise you.
Well, if
We pay taxes for
You're not making a point.
dumbest stuff.
If I may say, I understand what y'all
Those
saying.
things we paying
I do.
taxes for is not providing a job.
Pickle and then Twan.
I understand what y'all saying. I do. And my problem is not necessarily with Tepper as it is with the whole of the NFL. Okay, the NFL is $1 billion sport,
It's a
and
greedy
these owners have more money than I'll ever dream of having. Okay, it's just fact of it. And in my opinion, and it's not just that, they rent the name out so they can profit off just having a company name on it. Okay, and I just think that they should pay for the stadium. Now that's just my opinion, and it's
You're
not
absolutely
an
correct.
anti-Tepper. It's an anti-Rob. It's an anti-everyone. All these owners. I just feel that way. Now, that being said, I've heard people say I'm going to boycott the NFL. I'm like, well, that's your right, but I think it's an idiot. And he said, what are you talking about? And I said, you like Pepsi, don't you? He said, yeah. I said, well, Pepsi supports the NFL, so I don't guess you can drink no more Pepsi. You watch. You talk about. You love to watch. You love to watch your basketball team, don't you? He said, yeah. I said, well, ESPN pays a lot of money to host them NFL games. I don't guess you ought to watch ESPN no more. Then they didn't want to talk about all that shit. So
well, I mean, we live in a country where you can make choices. So if you don't want to support one thing, then you don't have to support one thing. Look, Pop, you remember way back probably a year ago, 2 years ago, when I did that whole breakdown by myself about
the best show you did that year,
bro. Yeah. Listen, I don't give a fuck about David Tepper, but to say that, I don't give a fuck about billionaires in general. You know what I'm saying? Picture me defending a billionaire ever in my life. And then on top of it, the way David Tepper gets his money, I mean, he is a fucking... I'm not going to break down his job title or whatever. Y'all know what he does. If you don't know what he does, he's a hedge fund guy. Hedge fund guys benefit from depressed properties. Like when you can't pay for your house no more and you can't afford it, whatever, then they buy that shit up at a cheap price and sell it for more or whatever.
Yeah, BlackRock. That's what they do.
Next to nothing. Yeah.
I can never get behind a dude that does that for a living, but I'm trying to keep it just sports and the Panthers. So he cares so much about his fans that he wanted us to help pay for the shit or people in Charlotte. So my heart goes with Cody, Poppin, everybody who lives in Charlotte. So they want the city of Charlotte to help a billionaire out when you guys like, I'm not saying it literally, but what if Cody don't know where his next meal coming from? Or Cody got to maintain something or whether in terms of his handicap, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and then someone wants to take away from that. Man, we live in a country where 1% of the people own every fucking thing, bro. And right now they're showing their ass, bro. They're going to just keep driving the prices up. You know what I'm saying? They care about you, but they not.
You know what's sad, Twan? Even if I didn't know where my next meal came from, even if I didn't know where I was going to sleep,
well, we're going to feed you.
I would at least rest easy, knowing that my Panthers were right by me, where I could at least be homeless.
There you go. That's a little delusional, but listen.
I know, yeah, I'm all the way delusional, bro.
David Tepper, he cared about it. And so at the end of the day, even when Panthers fans say, you know what, I'm going to keep going to these games, I'm going to keep watching, I'm going to keep buying jerseys, I'm going to keep buying buying this, I'm going to keep buying money at the concessions. You know what this fuck-ass dude did? He said, I'm going to jack the prices up on y'all when y'all ain't winning shit.
I got a question for you, Twan, and I got two questions actually.
Let's just settle in on that truth that I just said real quick, opposed to trying to go to the next subject.
I want you to do.
He said, "This is what I got for y'all: higher ticket prices."
After Pop's question, we're going to change the subject.
I got a question for you, Twan, and this is something you can do while we're here. I'm gonna ask the second question first. My second question is, we've seen a lot of XL lately. We've seen a lot of Jimmy Horn. Why I don't see anything from my first round pick? That's what I want to talk about. I ain't seen nothing about T-Mac lately, and that's very peculiar.
He's been producing his own stuff. I have too. He's producing his own stuff.
Number two, it ain't been much. It's about 3 videos. That ain't enough, especially when we can't go to camp and see nothing.
I think Sheena Quick's going to show us a lot. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I think we'll see a lot more videos.
If you follow her on Twitter, you already seen a lot.
Yeah.
What I want to ask Twan, but it's not enough.
Did it.
It's not enough. I look at everything.
It's the truth, though, bro.
And I'm gonna keep looking too.
But Twan, the question I want to ask you, I want you to Google who owns Bank of America and what it tell you. There's some holes in there, but just when you Google it, just tell me the answer. But if y'all can answer that question for me, why are we not seeing more promotion of T-Mac, Tetaroa, McMillan, our first round draft pick because I see more XL and Jimmy Horn. To me, I'm being a little bit aware. Got a bit of awareness going on. Why? What's going on?
You gotta go find a
when the NFL actually there's a rating out. I heard him talk about it on NFL XM radio today. He's actually several folks have him listed as a rookie of the year candidate, and he's like in the top 5. He's like 4 or 5.
But why the Carolina Panthers ain't doing this?
Well, that's I don't know the answer to that question. I mean. Well, let me throw this out, Bob.
Go ahead, brother.
Let me throw this out there. Why the NFL media, or more importantly, the NFL fans, aren't concentrating on with less than a week away from fact is Chargers and another team are showing up to camp tomorrow. Why there's 40 NFL rookies that have not signed their contract. 30 of those 40s are second-round pick, including Nick Scorton.
Nick Scorton.
Look at that.
Nick
And it's
Scorton.
fully over. It's entirely over. Now, talking about the second-round picks. Over fully guaranteed contracts. And here's the throw out there to you. If you guarantee all second-round picks a fully guaranteed contract, y'all asses know next year third rounders are going to hold out wanting that bigger contract.
Can I add to that though, Pickle, as well? I'm not worried about Nick Scorton not getting a deal done for the simple fact that when we saw he practiced, didn't he? He never stayed out of practice.
Listen, in OTAs and minicamp you can practice under the NFL labor rules.
Not in training camp.
Forbidden in training camp to practice. He's not. He I don't know that they'll even allow him to come into the door
I think a deal gets done before them. I don't think we're going to have a problem.
Dude, I understand what you're saying. Everybody keeps saying that.
Right, I get that.
I mean, what's the NFL? All of a sudden, all these agents are going to renege and start signing 40 NFL rookies before camp? Because the agents are telling these rookies not to sign your deals because we're going to force the NFL to give you a fully guaranteed contract.
They said the NFL. Look, y'all gonna say Twan is totally speaking as a football player. They should. I mean, man, what other sport puts their body on the line?
I got a response for that too, man. Okay, I got a response for that, and I'm gonna ask you this: what happens if we would have gave Terrence Marshall Jr. a fully guaranteed contract?
No,
what happens if we would have gave Jonathan Mingo
Pickle. I have a better argument, Pickle. I have a better argument. Look at how much hell and cap hell the Cleveland Browns are in after giving Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed contract. Twan, as a fan, you don't want your players to get fully guaranteed.
I didn't even finish though. Listen, it's the only sport where you put your body on the line like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see them with basketball players are getting paid, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they all get fully guaranteed contracts or whatever. You're more likely to get hurt playing football. So for the main thing with these guys is if I get hurt, is somebody taking care of me? Okay. You know what I'm saying? When the city's over. I don't mind them.
I agree 100% saying.
Let me finish.
I do.
They're still multi-millionaires. Go ahead, Twan.
Yeah, I don't mind them. I don't mind them asking for their damn money, bro. Listen, at the same time, the NBA don't bring in the amount of money that the NFL does. I do realize it's 53 players on the team opposed to 15 in basketball, but all 53 of them dudes ain't getting paid. Most of them dudes sitting on the sideline watching. So the thing is,
they ain't
man,
playing 100 games either, Twan.
It comes down to fucking. A lot of these guys look at it, and it really does come down to greed, man. It's more money to spread around. Now anybody get these TV contracts or whatever, they want more money too. I know I'll be asking for it.
Yeah. But also now I was watching the video. I was watching the video the other day. Even though the contracts are going up and up and up, now they're using these void years to be able to just move that money around and still have enough money to pay everyone.
Let me pull it up.
So they still getting paid.
I think,
and more and more teams are not using those void years anymore because all you're doing is push money back, and then eventually bites you in the ass.
I would highly recommend Brett Coleman put out a video on how the Philadelphia Eagles have built their super team. And he really breaks down how those void years are something that now everybody's starting to do. Go ahead, Jake.
Now, I just want to say real quick, like the same mindset where I've always said that I think veterans should always get taken care of after war. Like if they have an injury history, anything, health issue, wise, I think should always get taken care of for the rest of their damn lives. I think the same aspect should be incorporated when it comes to NFL players that have an injury that affect their football careers, their daily lives, anything like that. After football, if it comes to like health related issues, I think they should be taken care of by the NFL, because the NFL is like a multi-billion, at least $1 million company. I think that there should be no excuses whatsoever that these guys shouldn't be.
No sport makes more money. Some people will say soccer. That's the players themselves.
I heard baseball too. I've heard baseball as well.
Yeah, but no other sports organization makes more money.
They don't make NFL money. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. There's no reason whatsoever that these guys should not be getting taken care of after their careers are done and over with, especially if they have health.
It ain't even just
but there also needs to be some financial responsibility too.
I get
you can't just burn through all of your money on cars and fans and shit.
What you can do is
let me let Pop and then I'll let you go to one.
I blame black ass Marvin Harris Jr.
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah. I blame your black ass. Because you remember the stunt he was trying to pull last year? It might be long.
No, he means Marvin Harrison Jr.
This is when the flashlight was put on. He put the flashlight on him, and he wanted it all last year before he got drafted. He didn't want to sign nothing. He wanted to make sure he got every credit for the jersey, because as far as him being signed to the NFL, he wanted to cut from that. Oh, if you sell my jersey, I get a percentage. This ain't college, my boy, because we don't know who you gonna be going forward.
Yeah, but Pop,
what the fuck is it talking about? Pop, you don't want money for anything.
I was about to say, like your career could be over tomorrow. Like seriously, like injury wise, your career could be over tomorrow. I can't.
Don't get me twisted. I understand that you should.
You put my name on any damn thing, you paying for it.
Hold on, but all this just transition previously. It started with the NIL. Okay, I understand that. Now you come to the big boy, but now you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you should bring yourself as a man of your business. You know what I'm saying? As far as what you should be getting off of your name, because they're getting paid off your name too. I understand that, and that should be into contract as well. But let's not go too far with it's like, okay, you trying to like it's causing too much discomfort. Period. It should be something that should be thrown out there with the representatives of the players. Period. Not just individuals, but as a group collective. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. I got kids. If I give one kid an apple, guess what? The other one got to get one too.
That's a different.
And by the way, hold on.
They have a player association for that.
By the way, is nobody even going to acknowledge Nick Scorton going?
I already did.
Right.
I already did.
Yeah, I said that's a nice drill, bro.
All he complains about is, I was projected to be a first round pick, but you're not.
Pop, listen. These guys, look, bro, when you get in that type of business, these people, they want their money, man. The NFL can fucking afford it. The thing is like in the NBA, right? Say you ain't living up to your contract or like the Mingo situation. Carolina, all football teams got enough money to buy his ass out and say, look, I'll give you a percentage of the rest of your check for your ass to leave. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of way like that. He just happened to get picked up by another team. I'm not going against anybody. If somebody come out tomorrow with motherfucking shut the hell up t-shirts or whatever, and you know that motherfucker heard that shit, Pickle gonna want his money.
Yeah, I am. Okay, but what gets me is just less than 30 minutes ago, y'all was talking about how high the prices are, about how it's ripping everybody off. And now you're talking about y'all really think if you guarantee every rookie a guaranteed contract. You think them vets signing contracts to play special teams going to say, "Oh no, we good"? Oh, fuck that. They're going to want everything guaranteed too. So then what's going to happen is every single player that you ever sign is going to have a fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah, y'all remember before
Every
they did
single
rookie
one of them.
contracts?
And then you think the owner's going to take this? Fuck that. You think them prices are high now, boys? You're paying $500 sat in the nosebleed section.
I'm not.
Pickle.
I'll go on record.
Pickle. That's why I asked Twan to Google what he Googled. I knew where we was about to go. I'm 2 steps ahead. Twan, what was the answer?
Listen, a billionaire can live however the
No,
fuck
Twan, what was the answer to
No,
that
let me
question?
finish.
That you
A
Googled.
billionaire can live.
It's a first and last name, Twan.
Pop, let me finish. A billionaire can
don't
live.
do that. Don't
A billionaire can live however the fuck he wants to live. People that pay for tickets don't get to live however they want to live. It's greed, man. I mean, we are sitting here backing up greed. It's greed. Call it for what it is. It's fucking greed.
And if you will,
Hey, by the way, shout out
guaranteed
to
contracts have destroyed the fan bases of the NBA.
yeah, and the MLB,
baseball.
and the MLB.
Let me say something.
By the way,
Hey, Jake, I'm
before
gonna be
Jake-
done with this, Jake. I'm
Before
gonna be done
Jake
when I say
goes,
this.
shout out to the Bat Daddy in the chat room.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out to Bat Daddy.
Hey,
What up, Bat Daddy?
Love you, Greg.
What's up, brother?
Love you, Greg.
Greg,
Appreciate you.
message me on Facebook, brother. I need to holler at you, bro.
Cody, so check this out. Let me say this real quick.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that
daddy saying that. That's scary.
So C3,
Right? That's what I'm
C3,
saying.
Cody, how long y'all been in existence? C3?
Tony started it in 2013, 14.
Yes.
Long ass time.
So
Long time.
The longest running Panthers podcast
Longest
on
running.
the
Say it one more
internet.
time. Say
The
it one more time,
longest
Cody.
running Panthers podcast on the internet.
So let me point this
y'all.
out. So here's the first question. So let me show you how greed works right now. And I'm gonna open your eyes up to this shit. So who do y'all think brings more attention to the Carolina Panthers? The Carolina Panthers media people or the podcasters?
Podcasters.
At this point,
Podcasters. I'll say podcasters.
maybe not before, but now it's the podcast.
But now,
It ain't
yes,
even close.
now.
It's the podcasters. So, you know, if you was trying to do the fair thing and, except, when you're dealing with a lot of greed, nothing is fair. It's just about me. You can't live in 100 houses, man. You can't take all this fucking money with you when you die or whatever. So you would think Carolina would be like, you know what? They keep us relevant. A lot of these podcasts that you can take serious and real. Why don't we give these guys a call up? I saw them try to throw a couple podcasters in the little thing when they did the blueprint.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was cool. Listen, you would think they would call up and go, man, who's been supporting us the longest? Boom, 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 whatever. Go through that. And then like that. Hey, look, C3, I like to offer y'all something, some kind of monetary donation, something, where we're giving back. That's the one thing you don't fucking hear about greedy people is giving back. Like, you guys have kept us relevant. You guys have spent your money. I know I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on the 704 Charlotte Bound show, bro. Spent your money, your time. I'm talking about Pickle and them two on the spaces. We ain't got to do this shit. But we love our team. We love our team. But our team, those rich motherfuckers don't love us back like that.
I understand your stance on it. And I'm not particularly totally against what you're saying. I'm really not. But I just look at things glass half full on this one because I see what you're saying, but I also see things in a different light. That's why I ask you to tell me who the answer of my question was. It's going to relate back to what we're talking about. I promise you. When you Google who owns Bank of America, what did it give you?
Man, just tell me. I didn't look it up.
It was David Tepper.
Right. That's why he was never leaving. Because guess what? He didn't leave because his business is here.
Shout out to my boy Jay for the $4.99. That's my dog right there, yo.
Shout out to Jay, man. But if you heard me earlier, Pop, I said
we were just discussing about why don't you just buy the whole team? Why don't you just buy the stadium? Why don't you just? There's no way if I just looked it up in several different ways.
He just told me that
owns the stadium. There's no way. It's not guaranteed to him either.
He just said he owns the bank and like look up the owner or whatever. And so you own Bank of America according to like what you said or whatever. You own the Panthers. You own a soccer team. Let me finish. You also you own your 5 hedge fund companies. It ain't just one. He owns 5 of them. And you tell me that you want taxpayers to help you. But getting back to the podcast thing with Cody and them, you know what I'm saying? This is what people who think the right way. Guys, billionaires don't think. They think the more they give away $2, they feel like it killed them. Listen, I'm hitting up Cody, Tony, whoever, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Since you guys have been holding us down since the longest and whatever, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, what is it we can do for y'all? Even if we don't spend money on y'all, what is it we can do for the C3?
Bro, they know about me. They know about me and us, and they still don't fuck with us.
They just get the free shit. That's what billionaires do. They'll take your shit. They ain't giving it back. They'll just take your free advertisement.
Hey, man,
how many times? Hold on.
Yeah,
I just want to say, how many times have we seen, and not just saying C3 in general, I just mean Panther Podcast in general, how many times have we seen them trend on eggs for something? For just one simple, it could be a paragraph.
It'll be one of us attached to it. Hey, Jake, let me drive this point home. So what Carolina is not willing to do, right? Shout out to the C3 Nation. Shout out to the 704s. Shout out to the people that support Black Cat Panther Podcast. Because guess what? You guys give money to the C3 Podcast. Y'all's hard-earned money that y'all work for, right? And Cody and them, they absolutely appreciate it. But let me tell you something, even with the podcast shit, when you're talking about greed. But Cody, right after they give us money for our support, then what does YouTube do to us? They bend us the fuck over and take more money. It's greed for some shit they didn't even do.
Well, I know for one thing. I mean, I hear what you're saying, too. By the way, shout out to Bat Daddy says that the Panthers existed before us. We wouldn't exist without them. There's some truth to that, too, man.
Right.
But what I will say is this. I never do this shit for money. I do this because of my dogs, because of the C3 Legion. Bro, doing this every Friday, every Tuesday night, and after every game on Sunday, and being a part of this incredible community, bro. That's what I love. That's why I do this. You know, I'll come to the conclusion I'm probably never going to make no real big money doing Panthers podcasting. What I know is this fandom and this community has some of my brothers in it. My dogs. I love y'all boys. I love talking Panther football. As long as we have that, bro, I can be broke and I can be homeless next to the stadium, bro. If I got y'all, if I got the Legion, I'll be all right.
Cut it out.
Yes, I'll be all right.
Cody don't
yes,
want to be homeless.
All right.
I mean, that sounds good. Cody don't want to be homeless next to no fucking stadium. Don't believe that shit.
All right.
Don't believe that shit. But Cody, check this out. But Cody ain't turning. Cody ain't turning it down. Let me finish. Y'all keep cutting me off in the middle of my statement. But Cody ain't gonna turn it down, nor is Tony. If somebody steps ahead and they go, look, man, I want to come at y'all and do right by y'all, pay y'all. And if Cody can say, damn, I'm making so much money now from what I love to do that I could pay for my mother for a house or whatever. Cody ain't turning that down. He's not. I love what he just said for fandom, but Cody don't want to be homeless.
So what's his
solution? What I'm saying is a lot of people work hard for rich people and they never get it back in return, bro.
Wait, but hold on, y'all. I get
your
look.
point.
This conversation can go all night, bro. Listen, I got to piss y'all off because your boys got dinner on the way, bro. And I don't know about y'all. I am fucking
Who eats at 10 o'clock at night?
My
Hey,
triple hat.
no, Cody.
My
Cody,
triple hat.
Cody, keep it 100, brother. You ain't talking about dinner. You talking about something else.
No, I'm not. I'm
Hey,
talking.
he talking about that
No.
lavender midnight oil. Let's be real, y'all.
Nah,
Oh, yeah,
dog.
he hungry.
Ramen,
This lying ass
noodles,
talking about
bro.
some fucking food.
Nah,
You got
that's
some
some
ass
real
weight
ass
on you.
shit, bro. Hey, this is what we're gonna do.
Cody, what you
We're
getting
gonna-
delivered?
Some
Some
ramen
ass,
noodles, some spicy
titties,
ramen noodles.
Ramen
spicy
ass.
titties.
Yeah, with some pork belly. You know, fucking, I'm hungry, y'all. I'm out here hungry like the Panthers are. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. It's been an incredible discussion. And y'all don't have to go home. But you guys to get the fuck up out of here. We're going to get everybody's final
We
thoughts
usually don't.
for the
We
free
usually
for
don't.
all. I know. You knew that. Okay,
just
so I'm going to let
begin.
y'all do what y'all got to do. Hey, Michael Wydrick, we appreciate you, brother. Give me your final thoughts for the free for all, bro.
Cody, this was a blast hanging out with you boys, Poppin, Twan, all you guys. Much appreciated. Keep pounding, boys.
Keep pounding, brother. My man Cole, give me your final thoughts for the show, dog.
Another Friday down, one more closer to the season, man. I'm getting more excited every single week. I appreciate and love all y'all. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding, Cole.
Keep pounding, brother. My man Poppin from the Black Cat Panther Podcast, Poppin. Give me your final words for the free for all, bro.
Man, listen, it's always great. We always have each other's back, speaking with passion. Man, listen, I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Please let these guys come back healthy, all that good stuff. That's look. If they come back healthy, we could possibly be a problem. Other than that, man, fuck the Falcons.
That's right. Hey, in front of Swarm or behind his back. Fuck the Falcons, man.
Oh, he
hey,
hearing
man.
me. He in the street right now. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
cars somewhere.
I know it. My man Twan Don, y'all check him out at the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. And give me your final thoughts for the free for all, brother.
Stop saying you're coming through and come through.
Come through.
Yeah, I'm pointing the finger at all y'all motherfuckers.
Shit, you know I show up.
No, it's time. We're gonna start calling shit out now. Hey, look, man. The thing I want to learn tonight, man, has nothing to do with football. I'm just gonna make this one statement. Start demanding what you are owed. Understand your worth and demand it. That's all
I like that. I like that all day. Next up, my man Jake the Snake. You brought it as always, brother. Give me your final thoughts for the free for all, bro.
I just want to say real quick, thankful for everybody in the chat. Thankful for everybody in the panel. Thank y'all for making my life better every day when I talk to y'all. Every time I'm on here, y'all make me a better person. Y'all make me a better analyst when it comes to Panther football. I appreciate every single one of y'all.
Yes,
If
sir.
it wasn't for Cody, I done told you this many times, brother. Wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here, man. I mean that. I wouldn't be on this podcast with you if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, man.
Besides that, y'all, it's always keep pounding, man. And it means
Keep
more to
pounding,
me
brother.
than anything. Keep pounding.
Jake.
That's why I do this, man. If people like Jake say, you know what, I can podcast with the best of them, then I've done my job. Panther Pickle, you know I appreciate you, brother. I know you're tired. You've been up too damn early. Have you had some ice cream and go to bed, Pickle? Give me your final thoughts for the free for all, man.
But a pecan.
Yo, I if I could get paid for podcasting, y'all know I would.
Oh yeah.
But I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much as I do now. Because if I got paid for it, somebody to tell me rules I'd have to follow, and I don't like that shit. I might tell them to shut the hell up. But nonetheless, it is what it is. And like I said, Cody knows I popped in, I think his first or second show on Friday Free For All, and I've been here ever since. Fact is, I think I've attended more Friday Free For Alls than Cody. But it don't matter. I don't count them. I just do.
Man, that's a crazy. That's a bar.
Yeah.
Stop, Pickle. You study. Relax. Eat your ice cream. Relax.
I'm good.
You doing too much.
Butter pecan. Pickle.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. Hey, I'm gonna be real. Panther Pickle has been my A1 day one since the very start of this pod. Shout out my man Panther Pickle, bro.
There's some shows I'll be the first to say I shouldn't have did. My father died Friday, and I showed up for the show that Friday. I shouldn't have did that. But it is what it is. You can't go back and change history because most of us would change our history. It's
Bro,
not
I'm sorry,
would
I
we.
did not know that, bro.
It's not would we, but how far we would go back if we could. So
your pops just died?
No. I'm sorry, man. He died a few years ago, but he died on Friday.
Yeah, I remember.
And,
okay.
Yeah, and I showed up for Friday's show, and I should have did that. But anyway, nonetheless,
I was about to get in your ass, Pickle. I was about to be like, Pickle.
Yeah.
You know when we did that one-on-one?
Yeah, but I didn't get that day. But
y'all see the dedication though.
Yeah.
Hey man, I can't say I don't love it. Yeah,
Right,
hey, I
right.
appreciate it.
And I appreciate C3 for that time sticking with me because I wasn't mentally stable, but they still stuck with me, and I appreciate that. Y'all, we love doing what we're doing, and the times do get slow. You know, me and Deez will do a space, and sometimes we'll have 2 people show up for it. Sometimes, and then there's times that we tell people we're doing a space, and we don't because we do have to work a full-time job, you know.
Life.
I get up. Sometimes I get up at 4 a.m. and I get home at 3 or 4, and I'd have to do stuff around here. And by the time I sat down at 6:30, I'm fighting to keep my eyeballs open, much less do a space. And then I got to figure out right now what the hell I'm going to talk about. So nonetheless, y'all keep pounding. The season's going to start. All we can do is hope and pray that these contracts give these rookies get worked out. This week, if it's not worked out, you're going to hear a lot more people talking about it. So,
yes, sir. We got that deadline coming up for next quarter. Right. Yes, sir. Pickle, you know I appreciate you, brother. And I will be seeing you soon at this Fan Fest. I'll be seeing a lot of y'all at
I'll be
Fan
there.
Fest. If y'all are there,
Yes, you will.
Well, we got to meet up. We got to see each other. I already know I'm going to see the boys. Yo, C3 got a whole section. What's up? We got a whole section that we're descending on.
Sure
C3
do.
Leagues is about to be out here strong. Listen, man, you know we always end the pod on Fridays with my man, the brand ambassador, taking us out the show. Deez, you know I love you. I appreciate you, man. That's another one of my A1 day ones right there. Deez, give me your final thoughts for the free-for-all and take us out of here, brother.
People need community, and that's what C3 is offering to each and every one of you. Please join the C3 Panthers Podcast, the longest-running Panthers podcast, live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Come join us and be a part of this community. And once again, on Fridays, 7 p.m., we all get together. Anyone's able to join or talk about what's going on in their life with these Carolina Panthers. We've had a lot of interesting conversations this evening, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the show. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Saints. We didn't get to spend a lot of time on them. We didn't talk about Kellen Moore being their head coach. I personally don't think it's the worst pick ever. I think that it's a lot similar to the Dave Canales pick, where we took him early from Tampa Bay, and maybe you should have even waited another year before making a hire like that of an offensive coordinator to head coach. I think the fact that these guys, both Kellen Moore and Dave Canales, have had a lot of experience within the NFL, makes them viable candidates to be head coaches for NFL teams. It keeps the other teams from stealing those head coaches off the team or those offensive coordinators. It's become quite common for teams to steal the offensive coordinators of other teams and make them head coaches. So I'm somewhat concerned about what that Saints offense might be able to do this season, even with a rookie or a young quarterback back there. But the fact is that defense is aging out, and they're going to have to tear it down sooner than later. I look forward to when that happens, and I feel like the first year of a new head coach would probably be a good year to do it. So I'm not expecting much from the Saints this year, and I'm really hoping that the Carolina Panthers can come out and sweep those guys this season. That's what I really want to see. Bryce getting out here throwing for lots of yards, T-Mac catching for a bunch of yards, and that will revitalize the culture for the Carolina Panthers quickly. If you see our number 8 overall pick going out here in the first 3 or 4 games and lighting up the NFL, then he already has a Jordan contract. You're going to see Carolina Panthers fans flood back to Bank of America Stadium. I think this is just a product of having bad football on the field, and fans don't want to come out and endorse that. But we do want you fans to come out and endorse the C3 Panthers podcast because, guys, here at C3, it's where the fans matter.
C3 Legion, keep pounding.